Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the first ever episode 24 of Attractions Magazine Expansion Drive Podcast, your weekly source for everything nerdy, movies, theme parks, video games, TV, music, maybe sometimes a little wrestling. As always, I'm your host, Mike Harrigan, with my favorite worst producer ever, Mr. Didi.
Woo! My booty!
Hey, what's going on?
And in the third rotating chair this week, Miss Tori Fox.
Hello.
Hey.
Friend of the show. Hello, friend of the show.
Unlike that Brittany Tuttle that never wants to come on the show anymore, right?
Postmodern jukebox. See, you guys thought I was.
I thought you were going to say it.
Yep. Now, I actually really wanted to see Postmodern Jukebox, but, you know.
I still don't understand the gimmick.
It's like...
I thought that it was canceled. Someone the other day told me that it wasn't going on anymore.
They were there last night.
Oh, then I don't know. Someone said that was over with.
Oh, well, if you don't know, they're actually performing at Epcot for Food and Wine Fest. They're a band that they take like newer songs and make them old-timey, I guess.
But their gimmick is also they have different singers. So how do they...
I have no idea. I don't know how they do it live, so yeah.
Because like when I saw Gorillaz over the weekend, you know, like how they have all those... They brought all those singers.
Are you serious?
They brought them
even
all.
that old lady, the Let Me Out or whatever.
Which Let Me Out?
Gotta be there.
They didn't play that song.
Oh, because when they were on Colbert, they had like a video screen, and it was her on the video screen in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
Before we get into the show, a little housekeeping. As always, Extra Life is coming up November 4th. Didi and I are going to be gaming for 24 hours.
Oof.
24 hours.
Let's do it.
But they updated Friday 13th. I think
I'm stoked about that. Yeah, we're going to play a lot of that.
I got to talk about that in a little bit. Maybe some Destiny, maybe some Cuphead. Did you just hit yourself in the mouth?
Cuphead.
VR is now Twitch enabled, so you can actually look at the chat while you're doing some VR stuff. I got some job simulator that we can do. You're making some burritos, fixing a car.
Really?
I'm upset that there's no Nintendo we can play.
Yeah, well, we don't have a capture card, so...
Well, you can't even stream Nintendo anyway.
Well, I think you can stream it. You just can't put it on YouTube. I think that's what it is.
I was going to say, didn't we only say it was for YouTube
Yeah,
only?
just YouTube, yeah.
So,
we have a goal of $500. I think we're up to $150 right now.
Let's give it a full $150.
So if you want to help us out, go to extralife.org and just look up Expansion Drive, and we'll gladly take your money and give it to those beautiful children over at Children's Miracle Network.
Thank you.
We're talking about the Twitch channel. I haven't done it since last week, I think. I don't know if you have. Twitch.tv/Expansion Drive. You can follow us on there, playing some video games and whatnot. And of course, as always, we'd like to thank sponsor of the show, MEI Travel, Mouse Fan Travel, and UniversalFanTravel.com for sponsoring and bringing the show to you guys. Right now, they got that special going on.
Buy one, get one, half off.
For what?
For half off.
What is it for? For half off cruises.
Cruises.
Yeah. Make sure you tell them what's that half off for.
What are we getting half off of?
For the cruises! That's buy one, get one for half a person.
Yeah. For half a person?
Half a person-ish.
You can only bring up the other half. No. And I believe that's Royal Caribbean. You can do buy one, get one half off. And, of course, kids sell for less. Right there through MEI Travel. But of course, they also help you out with Disney, and not only just the parks, but also for Adventures by Disney and even the Disney Cruise Line. So they'll help you out with that.
Yeah.
And then Universal, of course, they're going to help you out with all those Harry Potter packages and
Volcano Bay.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Oh no, darn it! Wait a minute, I can't talk during the show now. How's that work?
I said you owe me a Coke.
Oh, okay. Just make during the office, Jim and Pam, Jim wasn't allowed to talk.
Give me a Coke.
I'll owe it to you or something.
World.
All right.
But yeah, like I said, you can contact MEITravel.com, MouseFoundTravel.com, and UniversalFanTravel.com for a free quote, no obligation. Thank you as always for sponsoring the show. Let's get into what's good. Not the news yet. Not news.
He panicked.
You were excited,
that one.
really.
He almost threw his phone across the room. Oh my god.
So Victoria, were you on? You were on the show last week?
I was not here last week.
That's right. No, that's right.
Remember now.
We had Lissa and Banks on last week. We watched the Star Wars trailer, or at least I did.
I didn't.
It was really funny. Didi ran out.
Yep, I ran out.
I gotta say, I got a question actually. So I can understand saying that for certain movies after you've seen them, but how do you know you've seen the entire movie in a trailer when you haven't seen the movie yet?
It's just that nowadays in trailers, especially the last couple of years, all the good parts are in the trailer.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But how do you know for sure you don't?
It's just that's just how it is. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
It was really funny. It's like the kids, they didn't watch it until I think it was either last night or the night before, and even they said the same exact thing. You know, when certain sequences happen, they're like, "Oh, they totally shot that a different way, you know, to make it look like this happened or whatever."
Yeah, it's all misdirection.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I'd just rather be safe than sorry.
But
like if I'm in the theater and probably Saturday, I'm gonna go see the second Kingsman. I know I'm taking a long time.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I haven't seen it either.
What about this guy?
I haven't even seen the first one, so I really want to though. I really want to. I have a need. But
you need to see the first Kingsman.
Do we get an invite?
Probably not.
Oh man.
See, I'm not even gonna go there either. See,
man.
yes.
Oh, see, wow.
What you guys are more than welcome to come along.
Speaking of movies, I went and brought the kids, well, at least the two younger ones, to see It on Saturday.
Oh, you bad parent!
Yeah, I was getting all the
It's a
funny
good
looks.
movie.
Did you really?
I was getting all the funny
not
looks.
even-
Are you
going in.
kidding? Really?
Yeah, like going into the theater. Of course, like when we went in, Banks actually joined us, and it was all like older couples, not older, but you know, like our age and up, you know, of couples inside the theater, and we're walking in with the kids, and they're just like, ugh. Just like scoffing at me.
Good.
So it was super funny. They both it was the two younger ones, Gavin and Aaron. Gavin's 7 and Aaron's 12, and they both love the movie.
It was awesome.
That's
But the funniest part about it, so I usually I get the large popcorn, and then I dump it into like those boxes, like the carrier boxes or whatever, and then immediately get the refill.
Yeah.
So that's why I gave Gavin his popcorn. But the whole entire time, for those watching on video, he's taking the box and putting it over his eyes like this, and then he pulls it down just a little bit, and just like back and forth.
Oh,
and I'm like, Gavin, it's not a scary part. I don't trust you. But the funniest part was there's you both saw it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember the really stupid jump scare where Bill is chasing after Georgie in the house, and like you hear the walkie-talkie go really loud.
Yeah.
You remember that part? It's
Yeah.
like as he's getting ready to go down to the basement.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the little
yeah. Okay,
so
I'm sorry.
Gavin's holding his popcorn in front of him, and then the walkie-talkie part happens. He throws his box up in the air, popcorn's flying everywhere. Oh god, it was so funny.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
It was
God,
so funny.
poor child.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I hated the jump scares in that movie. I was like, ugh.
So good.
There weren't a whole lot of them.
There
though.
weren't, but there was parts where I thought they were coming, so I'd hold my friends like, I'd be like and then there was one part where I actually was like, oh my god.
And then of course Gavin's like, "When's he gonna do the dance? When he's gonna do the dance?" I'm like, "What? Oh, that dance."
The dance.
At the end, that was creepy.
Uh,
Well, that was awesome. It was such a great movie.
yeah.
I loved it.
Absolutely.
I do. We were talking about before the podcast. They showed a trailer for what's the train thing? Oh God, I lost the movie.
The Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes, that thing looks so good.
Is that a mystery movie?
Yeah, it has Daisy Ridley's in it, Michelle
Hello,
Pfeiffer,
nurse.
Leslie Odom Jr. God, who?
Ewan
There's
McGregor, right? No.
no.
Who's the guy at the end? He looks kind of like Ewan McGregor.
Well, Johnny Depp's in it. I don't know if
Oh,
Ewan
no.
McGregor's in it though.
I didn't even see him in the
Yeah,
trailer.
he's
though.
like the dude with like the twirly mustache, like the villain sounding dude.
So he's Captain Jack Sparrow, but
He actually
it's
doesn't
a-
sound like Jack, so I was
What?
quite surprised.
Surprise.
But yeah, that one looks really good too.
That one, I really want to see that one.
Yeah, and usually I'm not into seeing those type of movies in the theater, but I actually kind of want to see this one.
That sounds pretty neat.
Yeah.
I'd be all about that.
Oh, and what's his name? Olaf's in it.
Oh yeah.
That guy, that Broadway guy.
Oh.
I totally can't think of his name right now.
Why can't I think of his name?
It'll come to me.
That
He
guy.
was LeFou too.
Yeah.
He was in.
Josh Gad.
Yeah. I was thinking
Yes.
Zach Gad. I'm like, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
Oh
Very
yeah.
good.
We're so informed.
Yes. So very much informed.
So very much
All right, so I talked about like what I did. Well, actually, no. Let me talk about one more thing. So we did afterwards. We went to studios,
Okay.
and I was still in the It vibe. So we went on Tower of Terror,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the part like right there at the hallway scene where it gets like super quiet and really like it pauses for a second before you actually move up.
Oh, they go.
Like,
Are you talking about after the window breaking?
Yeah. So I turned to Gavin before the scene even started. Like, Gavin, watch what I do. He's like, okay.
Oh my god, you guys
So like
encourage each other.
So in front of me it's Fraka and Trinity, and in my seat it's Gavin and Aaron. And then directly to the right of us, it's like a bunch of guys, and then it's their girlfriends in front of them.
Oh dear.
So as soon as like it got really super quiet, I just, we all float down here, Georgie. And the girls, the guys started cracking up hysterically, and then we get to like the haunted elevator portion or whatever, and Gavin, as loud could be, goes, "You float too! You float too!"
Oh my god, yeah, he would do that so good too. Like I could just imagine him.
Oh god, it was so
Oh
funny.
my
We were
God.
dying laughing. It was like,
that's
yeah,
so good.
Gavin's like, we have to do this all the time now. I've created a monster.
You have.
Yeah.
Bad parent.
So what's going on with you guys? Anything good before we get into the news?
I went to Miami this past weekend.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
3 points. It was
3
awesome.
points? Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Okay, because I kept calling it I points. I
I points.
Oh my god, stop.
well, because it's all in lowercase.
It's all lowercase, so it's like I points. That was fun. Saw a lot of great bands and acts and awesome art. It was cool.
That's cool.
Good times.
No, I
My
know,
friend.
who, not the main headliner, but of course Fridays, was headlined by...
Gorillas, which
Alright.
was fantastic. I waited 16 years to see them. It was worth it. Kind of disappointed they didn't play a lot of their hits. They played a lot of new stuff, but that's cool anyway. It was still a fun show. They sound a lot better live than they do on the CDs.
Really?
A lot better live.
Does he
It was
sing
so
into like the megaphone?
good. He does.
Just to get that sound?
All the songs that require that like sound. Yeah, he sang into like a little what do you call it?
Jimmy Hart megaphone thing?
Yeah, like a megaphone-ish thingamajiggy.
Yeah.
So that was really neat. And then let me see this. Yeah.
Now, do they have like the cartoon counterparts like singing on screen as they're doing it or anything?
No, they
or-
would play the videos if it required.
Oh, okay.
If the song had a video accompanying it, but they would just play the video.
It's
But
still weird.
you still saw the live band and
Oh, that's
Damon
cool.
Albarn.
That's super cool.
Because I know, like, for the longest time, it was only like, these are the bandmates,
Yeah.
these characters or whatever, and they would only show them on the screen.
So
or
I'm on the
whatever.
screen, and then the actual band would be behind a screen.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's crazy.
It's still weird to me that's the dude from Blur.
Yeah.
It's still the weirdest thing to me. Like,
Yeah.
I'll hear song number 2, I'm just like, man, that's still weird.
Yeah. But then if you listen to like Blur stuff, it's almost similar.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
like-
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, that's how.
Aha. Tori, anything good with you?
I've just been playing Cuphead a lot, and after 6 hours of gameplay, I've beaten 3 levels.
That's it? Like, you haven't got past the first
I'm
world
not
yet?
good at it at all. No.
Didi, did you get past the first world?
I've only
so
played
bad at
maybe.
it.
I haven't played it. You beat the first world?
Yep, I'm on the second stage.
Are you
Good
serious?
job.
Yeah.
Somebody
I've been
did.
concentrating on Shadow of War, so
It gets redonkulous.
Does
Oh,
it
I
really?
know.
There's
I
like a
watched all
coaster?
the gameplays. It's crazy. The bosses are so cool though. Like
Oh,
I
that's
want to
so-
be good
oh,
at this, so I
yeah.
can
Bosses are
get
cool.
to that point. Like the mermaid lady. Have you gotten the mermaid lady?
No, I haven't seen
There's
that.
like a mermaid lady. She's really cool.
So if you don't know, Cuphead, it's this really like artsy, but like not
Like
what's
1930s,
silly
1940s
symphonies,
cartoon.
type
Yeah.
cartoon
Yeah.
or whatever. And you're going against battles, with all these bosses throughout the whole entire game, and it's quite difficult. It's like old school
It's very
Nintendo.
difficult,
Yeah.
but it's very good.
You just got to get used to like what the rhythm is, like for all the
I
bosses
also
or whatever.
Just like get upset and just stop for a minute.
Aw.
And then, like
There's a couple
go
of
on
them.
Twitter, rant a little. come back.
I think I said last week it was the one with the airplane, that first boss stage. The one with like she turns into a moon and all this other craziness.
What?
It's oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, no.
I almost threw the controller. I almost threw it, and it's like the $150 dollar one, like the
Oh,
elite
yeah.
controller. I'm like,
Oh,
oh
don't do that.
no.
no.
Ah, but it's so good. Yeah, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
stream that one during Extra Life.
yeah. And then I've been playing a lot of Shadow of War though.
How was that?
Oh, if you played the first game, oh my god, this game is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love the
I love it.
commercial for it. Have you seen it?
Uh-uh.
The one where so there's like there's this old guy like dying in like his deathbed at a hospital, and here comes this orc, and he's like, "Not today, Brian." Okay, and then it goes back a few more years, and it's like him like hanging up Christmas lights on a ladder, and he starts to fall off, and the orc comes in, and grabs him. "Not today, Brian."
Oh my god.
And then it's a little bit younger him, and then he's like in a restaurant choking on food, and he comes in and gives him the Heimlich. "Not today, Brian." And all of a sudden it shows Brian like playing Shadow of War, and he saves this orc and goes, "Not today, Grimwald," or whatever the heck the orc's name is. And,
Yeah.
And that's where it stems from there. But I'm like,
That's
oh,
so
friendship.
Yeah, I'm not even at the part where I can like dominate orcs yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've just been running around killing orcs like crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's and that's what took me so long to even play the first one, because I never even got to the part where you actually start dominating. It's just me just going around killing and them coming after me saying, "Oh, I'm going to kill you because you chopped my head off," or whatever.
Yeah, it's actually really awesome. And then when they do come back, if they do come back, they'll come back as like without a hand or like without an arm. It'd be like a metal like a rake or
Hulk
something
or
like that, or
Rake.
like
Cool.
or like their face would be stapled together.
Did
It's
they
actually really
have
cool.
Did they have rakes in Middle Earth?
It looked like a rake or like a what do you call it? Like a shovel-ish type gimmick.
I just see like this
This
Walmart.
doesn't sound very convincing right now.
I'm gonna rake your front yard.
You're like, I'm coming back. You know you killed me before. And then there's actually a couple of them that sing too. That's really awesome.
Oh,
Like
really?
their weapon would be like a mandolin, and they'd be like, "Bring, I'm going to kill you today." And like, "Bring."
I want to see this so bad now.
And it's awesome because like you'll like start fighting, and he'll be like, "Ah, you missed me this time." And like it's awesome.
Oh my god, I didn't play
It's so
this game.
dope. I'm like,
I need to play this
yes.
game.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I tried my best not to kill him, but then he made me mad.
Oh, did you El Kabong him Jeff Jarrett style? Take the guitar and just smash him over the head?
Well, the guitar did smash over he landed right on the guitar when he died,
no.
but it didn't break apart.
Oh,
I know.
physics.
Keep the guitar and loot it or something, right?
I wish that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Because the guitar had like 2 blades on it, like an axe. It
Oh,
was,
that'd
like,
be
really
cool. Can you
dope.
imagine running around with that thing on there?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Justin and I have been playing the Divinity 2 game.
I don't even know what that is.
It's literally like it's as close as you can get to like Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Like video game wise,
Mhm.
it's really neat. But like you loot everything. Like if you kill someone, loot it, right? So
Yeah.
like I was playing Overwatch the other day and I almost tried to like loot someone on Overwatch and I was like, what's going on?
Speaking of Overwatch, before we get into news,
Oh my gosh, yes. So good.
that Junkenstein's Revenge
The most fun I
Yeah,
ever had
is
playing
the
that game.
best,
The best
mode that's ever happened with Overwatch.
Oh,
Have you didn't do it
absolutely.
last year?
No, is that so?
Yeah,
it was
I
on
didn't
before.
play it last
You didn't play
year
last
either,
year?
but
Oh yeah,
last
it's
year-
number one. It's a lot easier this year.
That's
Oh,
what
really?
I heard.
Last
yeah.
year was so hard. Oh my god! Like just to even get past the normal level. I think I did it once and I played it like 30 times last year. But this year
I'm in love.
oh, it's awesome. I love it this year. It's easier, and now there's like a second version called Endless Mode with like 8
Where you can
heroes.
choose
Yes, oh
any-
my gosh,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you can keep going until
Yeah,
yeah.
you keep
Oh,
going, which is
yeah.
awesome. So I'm like, yes.
So usually Soldier was at 76, right?
Yeah, Soldier
is
76.
usually who I go to once I get in there, but usually everybody picks them first.
I always end up being dumped into like something where people have already picked, and I have to go with
Yeah.
whatever's
Either
left.
pick Anna usually.
Well, dude, that's
No,
what
I
was-
like Anna.
Oh,
I
okay.
play her
and that's
any
exactly
day.
what I was gonna say. That like
I like her in 76. I don't like to play McCree because his like recoil time is so short.
Oh, it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm so long. So
Yeah.
so the last couple games I got forced into Ana, and I'm like, I was murdering fools with Ana. I couldn't
Oh,
believe
yeah.
it. I was
Oh,
like, I was destroying, and then like the healing and whatnot. Like nobody ever died. I
Yeah.
never died. Like we got through it just like that. I was
The-
like, oh.
But you know it stinks. You know the play of the game hack though. Basically, you go to the stairs on the left side.
Yeah.
Just stay there and do your alt, and you'll get play of the game. It
Oh.
happens every single
Gavin
time. I'm so
was-
mad. I'm like,
See, I feel like I've done that before and I never got play of the game, but I just never get play of the game, so that's fine.
I think Gavin got it the other day on Endless. He was Zarya, I think is who it was,
Mhm.
and he was just throwing off that ult and just destroying.
the graviton.
Yeah.
Surgeon. Yeah.
By the way, I know Trinity, my daughter. She hates her Halloween costume, but I absolutely love it.
Who?
Zarya's.
Oh, it's
it's
amazing.
adorable.
I love it too. It's like it looks like an '80s wrestler.
Yeah.
I really want Anna's though.
Yeah.
That's the one I want the most.
Which one that was on us?
She's pirate.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
a
that's
pirate,
Oh, I
right.
didn't see that. I don't think
And
I saw
her
that
cape
one.
is like a pirate flag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
dope. But
Jesus,
I'm
I want
saving
that
up for.
so
Well, I
bad.
already have the money for it, but I'm gonna try to get Zarya's this year.
Really?
awesome. I
Gavin
love
was
it.
excited because he got Junkerstein or whatever in
Dr.
Junkenstein, yeah.
in a drop. Yeah.
Sure.
Gavin has like the best luck with loot boxes and
See-
WWE Supercard and everything else like that. He has the best luck ever when it comes to stuff like
Man,
that.
I was pulling them left and right for the summer games. I have pretty much. I think I have every single thing for the summer games except for like 2 of the skins.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
And like this time, I've gotten so many loot boxes and nothing.
Ugh.
Like it's so depressing.
Yeah, all I got was
This
like
is the-
paint. That's all I got. I haven't got anything really good. I'm just like,
That
gross.
stinks.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the news since we've been talking for like an hour already.
That's okay.
Wait, I know
Fun stuff.
fun stuff. Come on. Jeez.
That was really loud. I heard that all the way over
Oh
here.
my ears are bleeding.
I'm sorry. Oh man.
Oh God. For those of you who are watching on video, I'm sure you probably laughed a lot at that one. Oh, I was not expecting that. That was really loud.
Oh my
Sorry
God.
for those of you that are having headphones in.
Oops. Sorry.
Oh, my goodness. So I totally lost count. I'm totally deaf right now.
Number one.
So I think I have 8 items on
No,
there.
I think 8.
Not a
Yeah, because
baker's
I put one on
dozen.
yours
Oh, see?
just
Look at
because
that.
it was really quick.
Tori
Got
knows
it
it's not
now.
a baker's dozen.
Oh, yeah. So number one, somebody asked a question, so I'll ask it first. So I love this Twitter account. They're fans of Vacation Kingdom. They're really cool people.
Hello.
Cool couple.
Hello.
Hi.
2 poops and a giggle. I laugh every time I say
Same.
it. It's just that.
2.
So they say, what do you guys think of Disney allowing dogs to stay on the 4 resorts? We can't wait to bring our lab next trip.
Absolutely.
So-
I'm so hyped.
So if you don't know,
Oh my God.
here's the news story. So beginning
man.
Sunday, October 15th, that's this Sunday, Walt Disney World Resort will give guests or guests will be able to bring their canine companions to 4 resort hotels. Disney's Yacht Club, Disney's Port Orleans Resort, Riverside, Disney's Art of Animation Resort, and cabins at Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. The new service permits up to 2 dogs per guest room for a fee. Each resort offers easy access to outdoor pet exercise areas and green spaces with pet relief areas. There will be $50 per night fee for guests with dogs staying at Disney's Art of Animation, Disney's Port Orleans Riverside Resort, and cabins at Fort Wilderness. Guests with dogs will pay $75 per night at Yacht Club. I'm
Because
sorry.
it's fancy.
This is fancy. So what do you guys think about this?
I am like so excited for this. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures. I had a lot of friends that stayed at the Disney hotels for the hurricane.
Mhm.
And they I'm hoping they do this. I feel like they probably will at some point. They had Pluto come out, and Pluto meeting dogs is the
Oh,
best
yeah,
thing
I
you've
did
ever
see that.
seen.
Really?
Yes, and I'm just it makes me happy because I feel like pets are a big kind of hold for people when it comes to vacationing and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I
Gotta
mean,
get a
yes,
sitter and
$50,
everything else.
$50 sounds steep, but when you think about it, when we go away on vacation, we spend a lot of money to board our dogs. That's actually not that bad for
Really?
a day. Yeah,
Really?
$50 for a day for your dog, not bad.
But my question is, so say you get a dog, you board your dog. So what do you do when you go to the parks all day? Because you can't bring your dogs, right? Can you bring your dogs
I
now?
guess you just leave it in the room, which I
Yeah.
think is not that every dog is a monster, but I think
Yeah.
that's very kind of ballsy of Disney to just be yeah, you can leave your
Yeah.
dogs in the room, nothing bad
For
will
only
happen.
$50.
Yeah.
But
Well, and also, sorry.
oh no, go.
Also, I read in another. Did you read it in this? I don't think you did.
This was
about
Brittany's
the
article, I
pack,
think.
about the little pack
Hey,
that you
Brittany.
Mm.
Apparently, when you check in with your dogs, you get a water bowl.
Oh, yeah.
and,
Oh,
a little
yeah,
treat,
most
and
hotels,
a
yeah.
little treat set, and
Mhm.
that's so great.
And they're
For
going to start,
$50?
and then they're going to start to sell more items for pets, at the resorts and
That's
whatnot.
awesome.
Man, they're gonna be banking. Do you know if they're gonna be pet specific rooms? Because some hotels do that. I know,
I would hope
I know
so.
the Universal hotels, they have pet specific floors just for pets.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
'cause
know
what if
Universal
somebody-
hotels let pets.
Yeah, the
really?
lowest hotels allow pets.
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of them. Yep,
I didn't know.
they're
that.
dog.
But yeah, I would hope so because Frog is allergic. So
really?
if she
Yeah.
goes in there and it's not cleaned
with the
properly,
gander,
she's going to start
yeah.
sneezing like crazy. So I
Well-
would hope they would have specific locations for
Oh, I'm
them.
sure
Yeah.
they will though.
But luckily though, even at my old job, what they did was they would charge $200. No, it's a $150 pet fee.
Mm.
Not per tank though; it's for the whole stay.
Yeah.
And they would bring in say Ecolab would come in and do whatever to the
Oh,
room
yeah, yeah.
because they didn't have specific.
Bleach the
I
whole
was gonna
damn
say,
thing.
well, because
basically.
you have to deep clean if
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah,
have
deep clean
someone
the
that
room.
doesn't have a dog staying in
Yeah.
the room.
So that's what they would do. So I'm just curious if Disney is going to either do that or if they're going to just have specific floors for the dogs.
You think this is going to cause any issues?
Poop everywhere?
Well, not only that, but
Oh my
say,
god! I saw a really good Photoshop that someone made of what people think is gonna happen versus what's actually gonna happen.
Oh,
And it was a picture of the yacht and beach club, and it had a giant poop and Clifford the big red dog, and then it was expectations, and it was reality, and it just looks exactly the same, just normal yacht and beach club.
Oh man,
Dogs running
I'm
around.
worried. Like I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but what happens if a dog starts fighting, with another dog or whatever?
Yeah.
Are they prepared for something like that or whatever? Or what if a dog gets loose and somehow gets away and
That's a
and
really
bites a
good
kid?
point.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what
Yeah.
happens if that?
Well,
I'm sure
especially,
they'll be-
especially at Fort Wilderness though, because they can just get lost.
Yeah.
And, like,
Oh, God, yeah.
I didn't think about
woods.
that.
That
Yeah.
place is massive.
So they gotta tell people you better be careful with your dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're gonna get lost in the wilderness.
I see what you did there.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Some more Disney news. Number 2, tickets for Star Wars Secret of the Empire VR experience now available. Tickets are now available for the experience at the newest Disney Springs location, The Void, as well as
Ooh.
Downtown Disney at the Disneyland Resort. The Walt Disney World experience will open on December 16th, 2017, and the Disneyland experience will open on January 5th, 2018. We're getting it before you, California.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. So it's actually called the not the experience, but there's a place called the Void.
Well, it's like the specific like VR company. They have,
Yeah,
I think they have
it's
somewhere
company.
else.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Like
sorry.
I can't remember the other. They did another VR experience, and I can't remember what it was for.
We talked about it like when we first heard about it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
didn't we?
I don't
We
remember what it
did.
was. But anyway, Star Wars: Secrets of the Empire will take guests into the saga's universe and allow them to walk freely throughout the experience in groups of 4. Each group will go undercover as stormtroopers to obtain Imperial intelligence that is crucial to the rebellion's survival. Tickets are $29.95 for the experience and can be purchased on thevoid.com.
I am so what
Okay.
a time to be alive. Like, I'm so ready for this.
Tori is the one that bought the ticket for $130.
No, I didn't actually.
no,
I
I'm just saying. But
I didn't even buy first showing for The Last Jedi because it was $40, and that's how broke I am.
Wait,
right now.
what? $40?
Yeah, there were at a lot of places. The 6:00 showing, the first showing of The Last Jedi on that Thursday, they were charging $40
What?
for
Wait.
a fan viewing.
Okay. Okay. So did it come with some sort of like special theme?
I have no idea, but that's pretty steep.
You get a
That's
free
crazy.
tub
What I
of
can see.
popcorn.
Yeah,
What?
That's crazy.
I don't know. I have no idea if anything comes with it or what, but I was like, sorry, that's a little too steep for me. I would pay like $100 to do like the type thing that I did for Force Awakens, where I went and saw the movie and I went to the
The
park.
gimmick afterwards.
That's worth
I
it.
hate you so much for that. I would so do that.
It
do
was
that in a heartbeat.
and
Literally.
I got to ride a rock and roller coaster with John Williams music.
You suck.
That
All right,
was great.
talk about the VR stuff. What were we going to talk about?
Sorry,
No,
you're good.
Star Trek.
Oh no, it's all good. I was gonna say, like, do you know how long it is? How long the gimmick's gonna be? Or
Does it
I looked
matter?
it up on the website today, and you could buy showings in 15-minute increments. Now that building isn't super huge. I don't know
Yeah,
how.
it's pretty small.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's only gonna be a 15-minute increment.
wait, it's a separate building?
Well, it's that
I don't know anything about this.
It's
I'm so
half of
sorry.
Once Upon a Toy.
back at, right in between where the toy store is and then where what's
Bibbidi Bobbidi
Bibbidi Bobbidi.
Cheese.
Wow, so they actually completely gutted that thing to
Yeah.
make this experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know if they added on to the building at all. I don't think so, but it's not a huge building.
But also they can like snake it though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean I know
you
like the
could, like a Horror
Almost
Nights
like
house
Horror Nights?
where
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like not like a straight line. It's
Yeah.
like
because like so if you watch the trailer on thevoid.com, like you show it's you and like 3 of your friends as stormtroopers with K2SO going into this Imperial base. And you're walking around, you're going up elevators, you're actually shooting, from elevated areas, and then people below you are shooting at you and stuff like that. So if it's anything like the place at Main Event over at Point Orlando, I think the VR thing there, I think was like at 30 minutes.
Okay.
So if it's anything like that, I mean,
no offense, this is probably better quality.
I-
So
It probably is.
if I'm not mistaken, and I probably am, I think the Void may have something to do with that same experience that's over there at Main Event, and it's a really cool experience there too. And now, you saw the trailer for the Star Wars thing, right? Just know it's not going to look that good.
No, I know.
Yeah, I'm just saying because it
Oh,
looks
I know.
like movie quality.
But
like
it's
not
still
gonna
gonna
be
look
oh,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
good. If I can just kind of tell that K2SO is next to me, I'm good.
I think I'm going to do it. $30. It's
30
That's
bucks is
actually not bad at all.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I'm sure.
I was
that-
expecting like 50.
And I wonder if there's
Yeah.
going to be either a pass member or a pass holder or whatever, or even
Yeah.
cast discount to see if it's going to be even more discounted for you that way. But I definitely want to do it.
I do it.
Yeah, so we should get together, figure out a
should do
day that we should do
it.
it. So yeah, going more theme park stuff. Number 3. Well, not really theme park, but attractions at least. Coca-Cola Orlando Eye transforms with spooky nights and spider frights. during their Halloween experience. This October, the Coca-Cola Orlando Eye will become the home of the spookiest site in all of Central Florida as it transforms into a 400-foot-tall spider web covered in giant, creepy crawlies. The Eye will also host an all-new light and music show, have its own themed Snapchat filter, and more during its Spooky Nights and Spider Frights event which runs through Saturday, November 4th. When the Coca-Cola Orlando Eye becomes a giant spider web, it will become the home of a 60-foot spider and 10 of its 8-legged freaky friends as they take over the Eye's main building. From iDrive 360 Courtyard, visitors can see the 64,000 LED lights take over the observational wheel for a 10-minute show synchronized to a Halloween soundtrack. The show will take place at 8 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 8 and 10 Friday through Saturday. Also, 4 of the capsules on the wheel will be Halloween themed and give riders the chance to experience the views of Orlando while being surrounded by pumpkins, spiders, ghosts, and other fall decorations. And of course, that's all random. So you just get into whatever cabin.
Oh, it is? That was my question.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Speaking of which, he's over at Madame Tussauds, if you don't know.
Is,
I heard
and
about
they
that.
have the skeleton costumes.
Yeah, Banks.
That you can wear.
Really?
Yeah, Banks and Matt were doing it. I think on the Snapchat, I think it was, and I think Brittany and Vincent did it last week on their vlog. I think.
Man, because I told my best friend Courtney, I was like, we should get costumes, and she's like, they have them, and I was like,
Yeah, but do you really want to wear that?
no,
Yeah.
I don't. I'll bring my own costume. Thank you very much.
That's exactly what Brock and I were like. Oh, we should totally do it. Oh, lice.
Only for the first ones ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how many David Pumpkin costumes are gonna be this year.
I'd totally buy it. They
There were
had
a
them on
lot
sale
last year, and I was surprised.
Yeah, they had them on sale at Macy's, but they sold out like almost immediately.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think, like I said, Attractions had it on their Snapchat the other day of the actual like preview, I guess, for the Halloween gimmick,
Yeah.
and it was really cool looking. You know, the LEDs, moving to the music, like they showed like Thriller and Ghostbusters and stuff like that or whatever.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and I think we did their Halloween thing last year. They did like a trick or treat event, like at all the different stores, and we got some candy out of there too.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty cool. So I'm all about that. Go to the Eye. It's free parking. I mean, go.
Let's give it up for pre-parking. At
Yeah,
the
because you don't get that at
Orlando
Point Orlando. iDrive 360 does though.
Eye. I tried these 60.
That's where the
That's
Eye
where
is.
the eye is.
Oh, that's what it's called.
That's like the whole campus or whatever.
Oh, okay, I knew that.
So we're talking about Overwatch earlier. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
This is so interesting.
Number 4,
Yeah.
the UK government to investigate loot boxes following a petition.
Dun, dun, dun.
For real. The UK government must respond to a petition concerning the use of loot boxes as gambling in video games as it gains significant public support. The online petition has accrued over 10,000 signatures, the minimum needed to ensure a government response since it started. Titled, quote, "Adapt gambling laws to include gambling in video games which target children," end quote. The appeal is asking for a reform in UK gambling law to include in-game mechanics like loot boxes, which are, quote, "are targeted at children and vulnerable adults," end quote.
So true.
It says,
I'm a
while not currently...
vulnerable
Me too. So bad.
While not currently considering gambling by law, they do copy main traits to make them as addictive and can lead to real money being lost or earned. Gambling in video games mostly involves, quote, "loot boxes," where players use virtual currency, often bought with real money, to earn in-game items often worth less than what they paid, sometimes more. The petition also refers to a recent law passed in China forcing publishers to display the odds behind loot boxes in games like Overwatch and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Also, I didn't put it on here, but the ESRB also went ahead and said here in the States that it's not considered gambling. But
It kind of is, though. Like,
I was going to say, it totally is.
It definitely
Yeah.
is. Because you're like, I want to spend this money. Maybe I'll get something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I kind of understand it from a kid's standpoint. Because if, like, you're a parent and your kid's like, I want a loot box. Okay, fine. You put your card information in once.
Mm-hmm.
And then your kid is just, like, hitting the button.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's exactly
like-
what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's that virtual slot machine.
Yeah.
You're just not getting the 3 different rows of stuff. It's just like,
just
oh,
one.
here you go.
It's like bling, bling, bling. I was like, please, 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 give me that skit.
And then there's literally
Oh.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got another spray. Again.
So many sprays. Ugh.
Yeah, that's all I
So
can get.
many.
And it's funny because I thought of Old Town immediately when this was happening. Do you remember back when Old Town had the slot machines? Do you remember those? Did
I
you?
never- I
No,
never
So-
go
this does
down.
not surprise
So
me.
this was it's funny because my
It is
grandmother
concerning.
wanted to go there all the time because they had like these virtual slot machines that you got. It was tokens, but it was really like the ticket redemption
So
deal
it
or
was, like,
whatever.
literally
So
getting-
whatever she would win, she would give to me and my sisters. But that's straight up what it was gambling, and it's exactly the same thing. And those old town machines got banned because it
Really?
was gambling.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's why you don't see those at
Dave and
Dave and
Buster's,
Buster's or anything
yeah.
like that anymore.
I remember there was something like that in Fun World. Do you remember Fun World? Flea World?
Flea World? Okay, yeah.
There used to be a thing called Fun World. It's like a giant arcade. So they used to have like the slot machines and stuff like that there
Oh
too.
my god, story time.
Hey.
When Justin moved to West Palm, we're driving around. This is like the first day, and we're looking and we see all these signs that say arcade, and we're like, "Oh my god, there's so many arcades here." We're so excited. We walked into one, and I went, "Oh!" And we walked right out. It was literally they're all slot machines.
Oh,
they're
geez.
like literally just like
Oh.
little rooms filled with slot machines.
Oh wow.
And I was like,
Oh, that's how they trick you.
Yeah. We're gonna get these young kids in here, and it's really just old ladies.
Old ladies. Like,
no, really, it was like all like retirees just like
Yeah,
having
yeah,
a good
yeah.
time, and I was like, we don't belong
because
here.
there's no actual casinos around here other than what Hard Rock, right?
yeah. Hard Rock in Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. So I think it's gambling. I think there's probably going to be something happening, and I wouldn't doubt something happening here in the States too.
Well, I just hope they don't. I mean, like, I kind of like it.
I think that they'll just like it'll be like with China, where it actually shows. Go ahead, say it.
China.
Where it actually shows the odds of like how you can get
The
this
odds
or
of you
whatever.
getting something?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That'd be
I'm-
nice. I would like to know was before spending $10 before and
Yeah.
after every holiday at Overwatch.
Whenever
Try to get
there's
my
like a
skin.
huge event and Gavin
Dude.
gets like extra money, he's like, "Hey, can I get use my $20 to buy a PSN card and get loot boxes?" I'm like, "You don't want to get anything else?" Like, "No, I want loot boxes to see if I can get whatever."
I want that.
And like
skin.
half of the stuff that he gets, he already has. So it's like, yeah, what's the point of it?
Yeah. I would
Mm.
just say no then.
Yeah, that's why I've already told him. Like from
Really?
now on, is like, yeah, you're not spending money on loot boxes anymore.
Oh man.
Not even
That's
like
so true.
$2, just like $2.
Yeah.
I only buy like maybe like 2 at a time, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I usually drop the 10 at the beginning and then I drop the 10
So that's
after.
how
It's
you-
a hope.
that's how they
Did
get
everybody
you.
get their Twitch Prime for 5 free loot boxes this month yet?
I didn't get
No,
my
wait,
one for
what,
this
what,
month.
what?
Do you have to renew it every month?
Well, then you have to go on there every month to get your code. Yeah.
Oh, oops.
So there's one. You better do it like now.
Okay.
I think it end. Oh, actually, you know what? I
Just
think it
click
might have ended
go
already.
home right now.
Look at it when we run, Didi. So number 5, I'll go quickly through this one. Pokemon Go data mine reveals Ruby Sapphire Pokemon coming soon. So a data mine of new update has revealed that Pokemon from Generation 3 are coming soon to Pokemon Go. According to fan community the Sylph Road, Pokemon Go update 0.79.2, which was rolled out today by developer Niantic, includes a new loading screen featuring Generation 3 Pokemon Dusclops, Shuppet, Banette, Duskull, and Sableye.
I have no idea who they are.
I don't know.
I didn't
that
play
much
any of
about
I'm
those.
Gen 1
Pokemon.
only. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So those are coming, but also for now, today's information is only from a data mine. It hasn't been officially confirmed by Niantic. However, a recent themed Pokemon company blog post hinted at, quote, catching new Pokemon to fill out our Pokédex in reference to Pokemon Go. So evidence is mounting that a Halloween event including new Pokemon is indeed coming soon. Last year, Niantic held a Pokemon Go Halloween event that offered double candy and increased spawns for Ghost-type Pokemon. The first 10 Generation 2 Pokemon in Pokemon Go came from a data mine update in 2016, more than a month ahead of its first Generation 2 Pokemon appearing in the game.
Cool.
Still no worries about Pokemon Go, huh?
I know.
Yay.
I play it whenever I go to like Springs or whatever, just
Yeah,
to
it's best
do
at
something
Disney
different.
when you have Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
but it burns a lot of data.
Yeah. Well, see, I have unlimited data, so it doesn't matter to me.
I don't have
Does it still destroy your battery?
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
That's the other thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely just like
Especially like on a
wrecks your
hot
battery.
day and your phone is like, I cannot do anything. Please turn
I'm
me off.
overheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I like playing it. Like if I'm just like I had nothing better to do, let's just go get some lunch and walk around the library area downtown, where I live, and we'll go do that.
It's good for exercise.
And everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, kids like it. So, so box office time. Happy Death Day has a killer
I see what you did there.
box office
Hey.
debut. So Happy Death Day had a strong opening weekend at the domestic box office, debuting in first place with an estimated $26.5 million. Universal Pictures and Blumhouse Productions' latest thriller has already proven to be a success, as the Christopher B. Landon directed film had a production budget of just million.
Hey,
That's what's so great about this horror movie. Such a low budget. Happy Death Day is one of several recent horror films to perform incredibly well for Universal, joining recent Blumhouse success like Jordan Peele's Get Out and M. Night Shyamalan's Split. So rounding out the top 5 was Happy Death Day, 26.5 million. Blade Runner 2049, 15.1, which is bombing horribly.
What, Blade Runner?
Oh god, yeah. It had
I heard
a
that
budget.
movie's really.
I
You
haven't
seen it?
yet. No,
Oh,
I really want to.
I loved it.
I figured you'd be in line to see it first.
I loved it.
You love Harrison Ford.
It's time, man. Oh, I'm gonna see it. Please.
Just know it's not for everybody. Like, it's very divisive. Everybody's like, I don't get it, or like me, I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
But you love the first one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But it's like I
I've never
said,
seen
it's like an artsy fartsy sci-fi movie where it's shot so well, and the music and the audio is
It looks
just
beautiful.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
can't
so
wait.
good. And then of course you had The Foreigner, which was the Jackie Chan movie,
Yeah.
12.8 million. Stephen King's It, still in the top 5, 6.1 million. I
I was
added to
part
that.
of that. I was added to that one.
And then The Mountain Between Us, 5.7 million.
Hmm.
So it's Halloween time. It's spooky time. You're gonna get those horror movies. I'm surprised there's not more, to be perfectly
I wanna
honest.
see
But I heard
Ha-
this
I wanna
movie.
s-
I heard this movie was like a murder mystery movie.
What movie?
Yeah,
Happy Death Day.
Yeah, she has to figure out who her killer is.
yeah. So it's not more like
Just
horror.
figure out who her killer is.
Yeah, I told
She keeps waking up and it's her birthday
Oh,
every day.
thank
It's like
you.
Groundhog Day, but like someone's killing you every day.
Ah, okay.
we talked about this last week.
Listen,
He still doesn't know what baseline
yeah.
tap is. So.
I hate you all.
Lord.
So
So
what's Baseline Tap Room?
Oh
Tap
God.
House. Are you
Tap
being
House.
serious?
Tap room.
No, I know what it is.
No,
It's the beer
we're about
place.
to
It's a
fight.
dance school.
Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about that later. Dance school. Number 7, Nintendo reportedly encouraging mature titles on the Switch. Nintendo may be encouraging producers of more mature and violent games to bring their content over to Switch. According to a report on the Wall Street Journal, Nintendo appears to be interested in increasing the number of mature titles on its newest console to remove the stigma that its hardware is just for family-friendly content. Takuya Aizu, chief executive of Inti Creates, the studio behind the scantily clad shooter Galgun 2, said he initially assumed Nintendo wouldn't be interested in having their adult-oriented game on the Switch, saying, quote, "I thought it would be possible to release such a game for the Switch, but surprisingly, Nintendo gave me positive feedback," he told the Wall Street Journal. Nintendo was reportedly working to diversify its audience with the nightclub atmosphere of January's Switch presentation, which Nintendo executive Shinya Takahashi told the Wall Street Journal was intended to attract a grown-up Western audience. Nintendo has also expressed a desire to reach a wide variety of playstyles and audiences, with the company noting that, as with books, television, and movies, different content is meant for different audiences. Nintendo appears to be working to fix its third-party problem with Switch. In fact, Rockstar is bringing LA Noire to Switch, and Bethesda is not only releasing Skyrim, but also Doom and Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's been holding Nintendo back for years, to be perfectly honest, since Wii days. There's really nothing, occasionally.
That's true.
I mean, what you have, Resident Evil 4, the remake type deal. You had, God, what's the Capcom game with the girl? Bayonetta, right? That was a mature game too, right?
It was well, that I think it was just a teen
Was it
game,
teen?
but
But that's what everybody always
it
thinks.
was
is-
very Japanese.
yeah, it was
very,
very, very much a Japanese.
Hey now,
But that's what Nintendo's always been thought of the past few years. Is just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is for kids
yeah.
Well,
and for Mario.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the Switch and like the advertisement for the Switch, I feel like it's kind of been geared more towards like a more mature audience.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
this is like, I feel like it's coming,
But I mean, if there was a game like Cuphead on there, that's definitely for mature adults. After you're yelling, after
Absolutely, that's for mature
after you
adults,
keep
yeah.
dying, maybe you should have a game like that.
I would love to have Cuphead.
Maybe
oh my God.
maybe Odyssey.
I would
wouldn't be that
actually
hard.
probably buy a Switch if I could have Cuphead on it.
I
Like I'm not
that's
even
worth
playing.
buying on the Switch.
Could you imagine? I wonder if it could run on the Switch.
I think so. I would assume so. I don't think it's like hardcore.
But there's a lot of stuff happening with it.
That is true. There's like a lot of stuff going on at certain times. I don't know.
I'm just excited for more Switch stuff. You got Mario in 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Oh, 2 weeks. Oh,
That's getting
10
rave,
days,
rave
10
reviews.
days.
What's the
I'm
magazine?
gonna talk about that on my thing.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, we'll get there soon then. So one more. I think that's it, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
some Fox/Marvel movie news. After delays of some behind-the-camera switches, the X-Men spin-off movie Gambit.
Oh,
He's not French.
he is Cajun.
I know, but he doesn't go, oh. Mademoiselle.
Yeah.
We proudly present your dinner. The spin-off movie Gambit has reportedly set a new release date. The Hollywood Reporter reports that the 20th Century Fox has dated Gambit for February 14th, 2019.
Is this still gonna be what's his face?
Yep, still Channing Tatum.
I don't like that.
Are you
casting
serious?
at
Yeah.
all.
Really?
I think we talked about this before.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was like still like the legit.
We didn't talk about this because
thing.
we offered Didi up for the role.
I'd be perfect.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Good. Hey, chef.
Hey, yeah. Who's Rogue? What's her name?
What do you mean? What was her name?
Rogue.
Who's Rogue?
Rogue.
No, what the actress?
Oh, Anna Paquin?
Yeah. I'd be like Anna Paquin. Hello.
Why don't you just say Rogue?
Rogue.
She's
Hello.
Rogue. She's not Anna Paquin. She's Rogue.
I don't think, like, in the movie, I don't think she was called Anna Paquin.
That's true.
God, she was the worst Rogue ever.
No,
Oh,
she's not
God.
that good.
Oh, I love
Oh,
her, though.
no.
I
If
like
you
her.
compare, like, I think you talked about it before. You didn't watch the 90s cartoon, right?
No, I've watched.
Maybe it
I mean,
was
not
Brittany then.
religiously,
So,
but
or no, it was Alyssa last week. That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about. So, Rogue in the 90s cartoon was, she was amazing.
She was.
Oh,
What a woman.
my goodness. So, going into more Fox Marvel news. So, the trailer for the New Mutants hit the other day. Did you guys watch this yet?
This is on Netflix, right?
No. This is like a straight up movie release.
this doesn't grab me at all. I'm sorry.
Really?
I mean, like it kind of. I mean, I'm really excited because Maisie Williams is in it, and I just love her.
So,
But I don't know.
so the movie, the trailer is nothing like any type of X-Men movie you've ever seen, any type of superhero movie you've ever seen. It's a horror movie.
What?
So I know nothing about the New Mutants. You probably know more than what I do. But it's them like in this. They call it a haunted house or a haunted hospital, whatever, in the trailer.
Okay.
But of course, you have Anna Taylor-Joy as Magic.
It's Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh,
Yeah, Anya.
whatever. Excuse me. The girl from Split, Anya.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Maisie Williams as Wolfbane.
Okay.
Charlie Heaton as Cannonball.
I don't know who that is.
Henry Zaga as Sunspot.
I don't know who Henry Zaga is either.
Okay. Well, do you know who the characters are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I know the characters. Yeah.
Blue Hunt as Mirage.
Okay.
And then Alice Braga as Cecilia Reyes. Now, in the trailer, she looks like evil, but according to this, she's a mentor. So I hope, she's doing nice things. But the trailer looks straight up creepy. Like, the kids are already saying, like, I don't want to see this. This looks scary.
I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm not being fair.
I like that they're doing something different.
I guess I can appreciate that.
Especially Fox.
I'm
Fox.
just kind of done
It's
with
a
the
Fox?
X-Men movies
Yeah.
for now.
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
that's my
they
thing.
own
That's why I
X-Men.
feel like weirdly biased
I totally.
about it.
I didn't even think about that. Oh,
But
man.
they're doing still really good things with that Gifted show. I haven't watched,
I haven't watched
last
it.
night's yet, but 2 episodes have not failed yet. They're really good.
They're not. I don't think it's on Hulu, is it?
Yes, it is. That's how
It
I've been
is?
watching it. Yeah,
Have you watched? What's the other one that just came out?
Inhumans.
Yeah, is that-
Inhumans,
So,
that tanked.
All right, so
People
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I've watched 2 episodes. It's not nearly as bad as everybody's making it out to be, but it's
really?
not really that good either.
Mm.
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. There's some weirdly, really questionable CG in it,
Oh no.
Well, yeah, it's a show. That's why I was like, they can't, especially like just
but the Gifted show is amazing with their CG. Like Blink is in it, and she's putting portals here and there, and
well, that's a shame. Then what's their problem?
I don't- maybe ABC doesn't have the
Well, I
budget
just-
for whatever
well,
reason.
I
I don't
just-
know.
well, but I felt that way watching Agents of Shield too. I was like, this CGI is like the worst.
Yeah, it does have a little bit more campiness to the CG, I think, on Shield too. But Shield really got good last year. Man, it was really good. Really, really good. But yeah, check out The Gifted. That's
Okay.
it for mine.
Crickets.
My news. It's time for your quick hits / get hype news,
Oh,
which apparently everybody's saying.
That's right. It's time for the Get Hype News. Wow!
Speaking of get hype,
go.
did you see that we have a friend Clayton from Living the Dream
Hey,
blog?
what's
you can
going
find that
on?
on YouTube.
It'll be here in November.
He wants a get hype shirt, but he wants it in the style of like Hulkamania.
Get hype, brother!
That would be really cool.
But I actually had another idea for a shirt. We'll
Okay.
talk about it after the show.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want anybody to steal our idea, but
Yeah.
I have another idea. See what you think.
All right.
All right, get into your news.
Okay. Oh, I need to actually look it up. I'm
Well,
so sorry.
here before you get into it, I'll talk about the one that I saw, unless it's on your gimmick.
No, it's not on my gimmick. I
right.
was gonna put it on there, but I was okay.
go.
I keep going.
Go.
No, go.
God. All right, so right before the podcast started, maybe like 2 hours,
Yeah.
EA announced that they're closing Visceral, which is the same studio that did Dead Space, and they were heading up the Amy Hennig straight up linear story-based Star Wars game. So nobody knows what's happening. This is the quote that they said. They said, instead of making that linear story-based game, the title will be reshaped to be a broader experience that allows for more variety and player agency, leaning into the capabilities of our Frostbite engine.
Boo.
Yeah, I was going to say Didi's favorite. And reimagining central elements of the game to give players a Star Wars adventure of greater depth and breadth to explore.
AKA
Destiny.
a sandbox.
I thought Destiny. It's the first thing I thought of.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean Destiny? Like no, because they got Anthem. They're not gonna compete. They're not gonna have two competing MMOs.
But it's a Star Wars license.
But yeah.
But it could be like
Star
Coder,
Wars.
like not Coder. Yeah, Coder.
Coder.
Not,
Yeah,
that's, that's,
Man,
it
that
could
could
be
be
like
cool too.
a sandbox RPG. Like the new Mass Effect, like a new Mass Effect ish type game,
Okay.
but not like an MMO.
Yeah, I don't know what they're... And then they haven't said what Amy's doing. Of course, if you don't know, Amy Hennig was the writer on all the Uncharted games, which are absolutely amazing writing.
Yeah.
And everybody thought that... You okay over there?
Sorry, my nose, my sinuses.
I don't know if like a bug flew at
Something
you.
hit like real hard. I was like,
And that's why everybody was so hyped about this Star Wars game. Is like, oh, Amy's writing this. This is going to be amazing.
Uncharted, but Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm just mad because I feel like yes, Battlefront has like campaigns.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, unless this one, I feel really good about this one because I'm really excited.
What,
about,
Battlefront, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
About
okay.
Iden Versio and like her story because she looks amazing. Like
Yeah.
that's probably gonna be really good. But I feel like one of the things that's really lacking in Star Wars games is like a really good story.
Yeah.
We haven't had one since
I'm just
KOTOR.
like, yeah, you're taking this away from me, and I'm upset.
Yeah.
yeah, since Coder doesn't exist anymore.
Man, could you imagine if they did
Exists
that
in your
though?
heart. It exists. in your heart.
Bro, if Mandalore,
So, which one was Mandalore? What
he was Canderous Ordo in the
no,
first
no, no,
game.
What did he look like?
He had like the gray hair. He had like the
Wait a minute. Oh no,
Mastodon.
you played as him though, right?
You didn't play as he was in your party.
Okay, that's what I mean.
And he
Who-
told like the dope stories.
Was it who was the bad guy that had like the white face that almost looked like a skeleton?
I know who you're talking about. He's
Was
in the
he a
second
KOTOR
game.
character?
Yeah, he was in the second game.
Okay, so weird thing, and I don't know if they put him in just because, but maybe this is a sign.
Well,
He is in that Star Wars mobile game.
because he wasn't Revan. It was the
It was the other one, right?
because you
That's
were
what
Revan.
I was gonna say, and I was
You
like,
ended up
that's
being
not
Revan in the first game. You found out that you were actually Revan.
So what the heck's
It
the...
was like it started. I think it started with an S. I think his.
I'll have to look at it. So Star Wars, the Galaxy of Heroes, he's on this game, and am I still recording here? Yeah, I'm still recording.
Was it Malik? I think his name was Malik.
Let me see if I can load it up as we're talking about it. But
Hold
he's in this game, so I'm curious. Maybe because they usually don't put stuff in there unless it's like actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, maybe.
we'll see what happens.
Well, if it's there, then that's canon.
Yeah.
He exists. He exists again then.
Yeah.
Because that's canon.
All right.
Yeah,
so-
Darth Malik.
Okay.
what
was it
you're
Malik?
talking- Yeah,
I'll
Darth
look it up
Malik.
while we're in here. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
he was in the first one. Sorry.
All right, go ahead with your stuff, and I'll see if I can find the character that I'm looking at.
Okay, so these are my Get High news for this week. So Chicago's officially placed a bid to get Amazon's second headquarters. Did you hear about this?
I did.
50,000 high-paying jobs are up for grabs. So this is why it's kind of a big deal. Hopefully Orlando will put their bid in so I can try to get a job at Amazon. No, I was just playing. I'm not smart enough for that. But yeah, that's really, 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 really neat.
You're smart enough.
This guy right here, Darth Nihilus.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, he's in the second game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's in this, Galaxy of Heroes on mobile, and they usually don't put anybody in there unless like he's canon.
Yeah, he's in the second
Well,
game.
yeah. Everything that they
Could you
put out from
imagine
here on
they're
is-
redoing KOTOR with? Could you imagine? Then I'd be okay with them getting rid of this. Get Amy right in the KOTOR game. Yeah, I'm okay.
With Canderous Ordo.
I mean, again, they kind of seem to be bringing back the things from old like the old
Some
canon
of it,
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Thrawn. So,
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's a solid piece of old canon.
That'd be so dope. That would be amazing. New number for Netflix. They added 5.3 million new subscribers this past summer, jumping now to 109 million subscribers worldwide.
But yet they need to add that $2 or whatever it is, right?
Bro,
Wait, what? Is it going up?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, my
But
God.
here's the thing.
They're bleeding money.
They plan to invest $7 to $8 billion this year of new content for 2018.
They're planning what
80
80 million
original
Yeah,
films.
yeah, 80.
Bless them.
So
I mean, that probably all gonna be good too.
so
Netflix kills it.
I read this before I just came on. Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler have a new movie on Netflix, right?
What?
IGN gave it a 9. They're saying that this is the best Adam Sandler movie that has been in years. I'm like, all right, I may actually have to check
Is
this
it
out.
like a serious movie?
I don't
What's it
know.
about?
I have no idea.
Is it on there right now?
Yeah, apparently it's on there right now.
Really?
I'm gonna have to look it up to see
Ben
what it
Stiller?
is. Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler.
Such an interesting.
No
pair.
way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know if it's like super Adam Sandler, comedy or whatever, but they're saying it's actually really good. I'm like, oh, I may actually have to go check this out.
I don't believe you. Wow.
I didn't either, so I'm gonna still gonna
That's crazy. So there was did you guys ever read Nancy Drew?
Yeah,
Yes.
back in the day.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Love Nancy Drew.
So ABC was supposed to do a Nancy Drew television series.
Okay.
They dropped it. They were like, nope, this is not going to work. So NBC picked it up, where she's an adult, but like her friends are older too, but they're living separate lives and they need to come together to help her solve these mysteries.
Okay.
And so that's what the premise is for the new NBC show.
I
That's
don't know
gonna be
why
coming
they
around.
can't just have a regular Nancy Drew show.
Because
They have to make
I'm sure.
everything CW.
Thank you. I was gonna say either CW or Disney would be. It'd be like that crowd. I don't think
Riverdale.
It doesn't have to be though.
Yeah, but they would see like all the ratings at Riverdale and everything else like
But
that's
you know what's
getting.
crazy? I never knew how big of a deal Riverdale was until
Dude, it's
this
massive.
past week.
Riverdale is amazing. Have you watched it? It's
I
great.
watched 2 episodes. It's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Amazing.
It's the same people who made Gossip Girl, right?
I believe so. I didn't
Really?
watch Gossip
Yeah.
Girl.
I never
Yeah.
watched Gossip
But
Girl.
do you like
so-
Riverdale? I know Brittany loves the
I
the F
love
on that show.
Riverdale. I watched it in like such a short span of time. Like when
One
I started
sitting.
it, I was
One
like,
sit-
I'm not leaving my bed. Like
10
so
o'clock.
good.
Oh man, it's I'm
and there's
done.
like heavy rumors, which I think they should, and it would make sense. They're probably gonna bring like Sabrina in there, which is really cool.
Well, she's getting her own show, right?
Sabrina. The
Yeah.
No,
Teenage
I don't know
Witch?
about that. The rumors that I've heard
Because-
is that she's gonna be brought into Riverdale because
Oh,
she's in that
okay.
universe.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Josie is in that same
But
show.
it's cool because like
Josie
I
and
mean, don't get me wrong,
Pussycats.
I loved the original Sabrina and the Teenage Witch show, but like
But like the comic
the
is like
Sabrina
super
now
tart,
is
right?
like really like
Yeah.
I think now.
spooky.
Yeah.
So it'd be really cool.
Like even
Cool.
the Archie comics now are like very
Interesting.
adult.
Like zombies and stuff, right?
Yeah, stuff like that. And we're going to talk about Super Mario Odyssey. Edge magazine, a British magazine that's still in print, not digital, print only. Got the first and early review score of Super Mario Odyssey about a few days ago.
Yeah.
And they gave it a perfect 10.
Which like the first
The first game since, well, they gave Breath of the Wild a 10 also, but I think that's the first since Breath of the Wild. I think it was like five or some odd years.
that they've actually given.
They've only given 20 perfect 10 scores in this
in their
25 year
history.
history.
That's
25 years
crazy.
history.
I'm so hyped. Give me that Mario.
I'm so stoked for it. And then Chuck E. Cheese are selling their animatronics.
What?
Yeah, so if you want any of those animatronics, they are selling them. You have to go on Craigslist though, because I believe a company
Of
bought
course,
them.
of course, it's on Craigslist.
Those creepy things.
Yeah, a company. Yeah, they're really creepy. I've seen some pictures.
now it's all gonna be
Oh.
bought by the same company who does Fozzie Fazbear.
Oh god.
It's gonna be Five Nights at Freddy's, the pizza joint.
I was literally
Right?
just thinking about how it's very Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, that's what
ish.
that's what Freddy or what it's called, Freddy Fazbear's, right?
Freddy
Yeah.
Fazbear's.
That's the name of the place
Oh.
in Five Nights at Freddy's.
I've never. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's really good. It's actually really good.
Okay.
So, and last one, I'm gonna try to explain this real quick. So, Activision got the patent where they can use an algorithm in games, say like games like Destiny, to sell to basically convince us as consumers to buy items by using matchmaking tricks. Which means, so say for example, I'm playing Destiny and then Mike has this really awesome exotic, or like this really awesome sniper rifle, and he's sniping like crazy. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I could get a sniper rifle. And just by the way Mike plays, say if I go to the Eververse,
Yeah.
that same sniper rifle could be on that,
At the store.
the store, like the week, the when it resets for my personal use
What?
to buy. And that would convince me thinking like, oh man, that same sniper rifle Mike used,
He was like, killing fools like
that was
crazy.
killing fool like it's like crazy. And that same sniper rifle is going to be there.
That's so sneaky.
That's weird.
And so they have an algorithm to make basically.
That's like Facebook reading that I'm an Eagles fan and trying to sell me sweaters.
That's actually the best analogy for that whole thing, because that's exactly what it is. It's
Oh
basically,
my
and Activision got the patent to do that algorithm to do that in game.
That's crazy.
So we might see that in Destiny's coming soon. and
Wow.
other games that they do that. Like I think Call of Duty and
I'm sure, yeah, all the big
those other
multiplayer stuff.
multiplayer games. So watch out.
Get hype.
Woo!
All right, so before we get into topic of the show is brought to you by Video Blocks.
Videoblocks.com. That was actually really good.
That was
Thank you
good.
so
I
much.
think you hit pitch and everything there.
That's pretty good.
So videoblocks.com, if you don't know, they are your go-to source for everything that you need, whether it be B-roll footage or audio clips. And Banks was even talking about last week that Attractions uses video blocks on their videos themselves.
Yes.
For instance, if you're watching the beginning of the YouTube version of this show, you're going to see that intro where Expansion Drive, that logo is coming in all swoopy and swoopy doopy. And boom. And it's the Apple, what's it called? The iMovie.
Apple.
Totally lost it. Banks
Yeah.
talked about last week. So
Thanks.
you're able to go right there on videoblocks.com and sign up for a year membership for only $149
A year.
a year. You go in there and you get all kinds of license free.
Yep. License free stuff.
That you get to use on all your different videos and your audio and your podcasts, just like
Yeah.
where we are right now.
Yeah.
If you go to videoblocks.com, that's videoblocks.com/expansion drive.
Please.
Sign up there for $149 for the year, and you'll be able to get all kinds of
Stuff. Awesome, cool media stuff that you can use without worrying if you're going to get sued or YouTube is going to take your stuff off that you worked so hard on.
yeah.
Because that happens and it stinks. So do it. Videoblocks.com/expansion drive.
Yeah, they're there to help you out with all that royalty-free stuff that's going to help you out. And thank you again, as always, for sponsoring Tots.
Tots. Oh,
So let's go ahead and get into that topic of the show.
Oh, we know what time it is. What are we talking about today? It's Tots.
So today we're going to be talking about something really fun that Didi and I went and did last week, last Wednesday. Actually, never showed up.
Never
Man.
showed up.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
So maybe I'll see if I can just put it in there afterwards.
Okay.
Didi and I went to Topgolf
Everybody want to
Orlando.
Top golf. Yeah.
If you don't know, it's this new place over right by the convention center here
Right
in
across.
Orlando.
Yeah.
Right across from it.
Mhm.
There's Andretti's is behind the convention center, and then right behind Andretti's is Topgolf. If you don't know, Topgolf is kind of like how would you explain this place? It's like
It's a driving range with skee ball,
yeah,
with good food, and you can get very drunk
depending on what you're
Sweet.
drinking.
depending on what you're drinking.
So
with some. Let me tell you about these setups though.
what setups? What are we talking about?
When you're actually sitting down,
Oh, okay.
it's like a what do you call those things in the arenas? A skybox almost.
Skybox,
of sorts.
yeah.
So
And-
it's like fancy.
Bro,
Yeah.
it looks so fancy.
So you go in, and there's actually 3 levels. We went into the second level, right?
Second
Yeah.
level.
And there's a bar as soon as you walk in. All kinds of drinks that you want, whether it be beer, cocktails, whatever. I was drinking old fashioned, so a little bit of bourbon that night, and maybe got Didi to drink some. He was not expecting it to be as
His face.
bourbon-y.
That was definitely a Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. Man.
He was feeling it by the end of the night, right?
Oh, wow.
They showed it. Well, first they were treating us to some hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
So we had some
The mushi?
mochi.
Mushi?
Mochi. Was it mushi or mochi?
I think it's mushi.
So it was like a Mexican sushi.
That sounds incredible. Please
Oh
tell
my
me
God.
everything.
It
about
had beans,
Yeah.
pulled pork,
Pulled pork.
bacon, Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's so good.
God.
And this hot sauce.
Was there cheese?
Sriracha sauce. Yeah, I was
Sriracha.
going to say siracha. There you go.
Was there
Jesus.
cheese though?
Was there cheese?
I don't think so.
Why
I don't think there
wasn't
was cheese.
Oh.
No. It was delicious.
Oh, it was.
I mean, I'm sure it's still good, but I like.
I don't think there's cheese in it. There might have been, but
there
I
might have
don't
been
think
some
so.
cheese.
And then what was the other thing that they gave us? Like some spring roll.
That spring roll was fire.
It was really good.
Oh man, I forgot what it's called,
I
but
love spring rolls.
Yeah.
it's probably called the Topgolf patented spring roll.
And then they brought us out to each of the what are they calling the pods or
The
what-
pods.
is
And
that
they're
what
called pods.
Was that pods?
Let's call them pods.
So there's like 150 different pods that you could go to. So we got to select whichever one we wanted to. And
It's like a
after
movie theater.
yeah, it was
It really
dope.
was, yeah.
So once you're there at the pod itself, each one has its own TV screen. you can change whatever you want to watch. And they said, yeah,
What?
we got so many different channels.
Yeah.
You can put on football, you can put on cartoons, you can even put on wrestling if you wanted to. We're like, oh man, Monday nights we're gonna play watch some Monday Night Raw as we golf. But after we sat down, they're like, all right, let's bring you guys over and try some of the food that we have here. So they started everybody off with shrimp, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have any shrimp. You didn't either, right? Or
I
did
didn't
you?
because it was on a separate plate.
Yeah.
So I was like,
And then they had ratatouille.
which was,
Then they had roasted red potatoes. And then chicken cordon bleu.
oh my gosh, which was fire.
It was so good.
That ratatouille that was also fire.
And then we met two of the chefs.
Yeah.
Chef Richard, right?
Chef Richard,
He makes this thing called the goat.
the greatest of all time.
Because I thought he was actually talking about goat at first.
Oh boy.
That's what I thought too. When those kids started using that phrase, I was like, what about those?
Well, he didn't phrase it as the goat. He just says, I make goat. And I'm like, oh, goat. Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
But
Right.
it's like this French toast concoction but he like puts powdered sugar and he kind of like flames it up like creme brulee style, so it makes it a little crispy, and then a little chicken on there as well, some other spices and secret ingredients that we're not allowed to talk about. He told us he'd kill us if we talked about too much of it.
Yeah.
But it sounds amazing. They do brunch there,
Wait, what?
and they actually call
They
it
do
what?
brunch.
Man-
Oh, you got me.
No. But it's not for the girls.
But they don't do. But here's my
well,
problem
I'm
with
gonna
it.
go.
because they called them what? Manmosas, right?
Mimosas,
I'll
but
have a manmosa.
but they don't have bottomless, so that's a big problem. But
That is a problem, actually. You're right.
yeah, but hopefully we could kind of fix that
Yeah.
because bottomless is key.
Yeah. If you don't have
Brunch.
bottomless, I don't really want to go to your establishment for brunch. What are you
Yeah,
doing
that's
right
kind
there?
of-
Trying to
friend?
find the card that I got here. Let me see if I can find it.
See, we got connections now.
I can't.
Oh, not really.
Who was it? Corey? Was Cody? Chef Cody?
Yeah, I think it was Chef Cody.
So he's actually the main chef over there at Topgolf,
good guy.
and he was telling us about like the ribeye that he makes. And he said it's amazing. But then what was the main thing he liked making? He said he loves making the mushi.
Mm-hmm.
And man, there was something else he was talking about. I can't remember what it was now. But anyway, he's talking about all the food that he loves making, and it's amazing. So that's just the food portion. The drinks, everything and everything.
Oh,
You
man.
got what?
I got a cowboy.
No.
Cowboy. Moscow Mule.
Yeah.
Cowboy.
A cowboy?
I don't know. I don't know how I got
mule
cowboy.
and nay or something and
When I think of cowboys, I think of Moscow Mules. Yeah, and it was very good.
yeah. Drinks were top shelf. It was great.
I think all the drinks are top shelf.
Yeah.
I don't think they have any.
Wow.
They were
Wow.
delicious.
Yeah, they were very good.
Delicious.
Mhm.
And then that's when we started to do the actual golf. Didi and I have never played golf ever before. Besides like mini golf.
Yeah.
They give you what, 8 different clubs to choose from.
Yeah.
They have a couple of different, wedges. They have some irons. They have what, 2, 3
Driver.
different, drivers that you can choose from or whatever. But it's so cool because like this drive range is like what, 300 yards?
I think they said like 225 or
225.
something
Okay,
like that, yeah.
going all the way out like behind I drive.
Oh, yeah,
Like
it looks
almost goes
massive,
to like
yeah.
where the eye is. And then you're not trying to get it as far as you possibly can. I mean, of course you are,
Yeah.
but you're trying to hit these targets.
Is it those big like circular things?
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
light up?
And depending on where you hit, you can get like double, triple, quadruple points or whatever.
How does it know it's you though?
That's the coolest part about it.
Yeah.
So this is the first place with Tracer
I think
Top,
it was called, I think it was called,
Tracer.
like, yeah, I think it's called like Top Tracer. It's
Yeah.
like some,
So
New
if you're
technology, some
watching
trash.
like golf on TV or if you're playing a golf game or whatever, you ever play it and it all of a sudden shows you exact line of where your golf ball goes?
Yeah.
It does this in real time. So as soon as your ball hits,
Shut up.
you look
That's
up on
really
your
cool.
screen up in your pod
And
and
it's
it
going-
shows exactly where your ball hit. And you're like,
so you
what?
can't fake it if you're like, oh, I'm the best. I just did that. No.
Yeah, like there's a couple of times where it actually like recognized like the wrong ball. So I'm sure they're probably still trying to work out the kinks for it or whatever. But for the
it's
most
still
part,
pretty
it
good.
was
Wow.
legit.
yeah,
And,
it's so
like,
cool.
Neither one of us ever played golf before, but we were having a blast with this place.
It was awesome.
It's opening up this Friday
Yeah.
officially.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be there Friday morning. I don't know about you guys. The prices
At work.
is what was like even crazier about it.
Yeah, what are
So
the
they have
prices?
3 different
Oh,
price
Friday.
points, right? It's opening to noon. I think is what it was $30 for the hour, not per person though.
So
it's for a
it's just
group
for
of
a-
6.
Group of 6.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
yourself and 5 of your friends. You're paying $5 a person to
And
do
s-
it.
And say if you do 2 hours, it's
I was
$10
gonna say,
bucks.
I would
Yeah.
do 2. I would do
Yeah.
2 hours, and then that's $10.
Yeah.
That's like no money.
Yeah.
And like honestly, Like, I don't mean to interrupt, but like, it you could just hang out there, like in your pod, just getting drinks. Worth it.
And that's what they said. That, like, they totally encourage you to come up and just get drinks and food and whatnot too, because the food was bomb. Like, I loved it. I can't wait to just go have food there.
Yeah.
But then of course they had the next price point was from noon to 4, noon to 5,
noon to 5, I think,
and that was $40. And then from like 5 to close, depending on which night it is, it's either midnight or 2. That's $50. Now I think there is like a one-time like membership fee of $5.
$5.
And then I don't know if that gets you clubs while you're there, or you can bring your own or whatever. But yeah, man, I can't wait to go to this place. I really cannot. Oh, it was such a blast.
It's so tight. I know so many people working there too.
Well, I want to go, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not a golf fan.
I'm not
at all.
Me neither.
But like, I got friends, coming into town. What was it next week? I think it is. And I'm just like, yeah, we're definitely going. And they're already on, as well. They're like, yeah, we don't play golf, but we want to play.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
it's awesome.
wait. I can't wait.
Cool.
Top golf.
And we have a buddy that works out there. I think he's a guest services, or I think he calls himself golf services, but I think they're really just guest services. We're gonna try and have him on tonight, but he was busy, because they're getting everything ready for Friday. But hopefully we'll have him in next couple weeks to talk a little bit about everything.
Yeah, but this place is legit. It's so much fun.
I'd love to do a podcast there.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
That'd be so cool.
And what's awesome is that literally we could easily set up.
Yeah, because they have like conference rooms. They have so many different pods. Oh, and I forgot to talk about the coolest part: Fridays and Saturday nights. So they have like a party going on Friday and Saturday nights, and they have like a terrace area on the 3rd floor that's open up, and they put like a DJ there.
And they play Sandstorm 24/7.
That's amazing.
They actually did play Sandstorm.
They did play Sandstorm, and all the the different
they light up.
The Target things light up. Yeah, it was like. Oh, it was so cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I marked out.
And then the music was cool too. Like, they were playing like a mixture of everything. It was like top 40 stuff, but like from throughout the ages. Like,
except Informer.
So
I
like,
would have
let's
died.
just say, like,
I would have died.
Let's say I don't really want to like. I mean, if I go, I really do want to get a pod. But let's say like I don't really want to get a pod. I just want to like grab a drink and like party up on that terrace.
Totally do it.
You can totally do it.
Yep.
Do you pay like a cover?
Nope.
Or, oh my.
Because we asked them about that specifically. It's
Yeah.
like, no, you guys got some great food, and you have a nice bar. Matter of fact, they have 3 bars, one on each level. Can we just come in here and get drinks and watch TV, get food or whatever? Like, yeah, by all means.
Oh my god, this place sounds incredible. I want to go so bad.
Yeah,
so dope.
When I was in Texas, they had a bunch of them.
And that's what I was going to say.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
And I was so curious.
So apparently, there's one in Jacksonville, one in Tampa, and then there's one coming to Miami as well. From what I understand, this place always has a wait.
Oh,
Always.
I'm sure.
You cannot get reservations, so you just have to wait in line. So that's the only thing that's going to be hard, is like, especially when this place first opens, you're going to have to get there mad early, put your name in, whatever. But I can't wait to go back. I really cannot. I know I was already talking about like, going this weekend, and I'm for serious that like, we got to go.
I'll go.
Top golf.
Let's go.
Top golf. Let's go to
so
golf.
Random topics. Anybody got anything?
Actually, I do.
Go for
I
it.
have a thing.
Okay. It's our spooky time of the year.
Ooh, spoopy.
Are horror movies Halloween movies?
Yes.
In what sense? What do you mean?
So I got into a friendly discussion with a friend of mine.
Okay.
Shout out to Chris Prendergrass. And he was saying not all horror movies are Halloween movies. In order for them to be Halloween movies, they have to be at or around Halloween time.
Okay, wait. Let me change my answer. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is, for the most part, I consider any horror
Watch your
movie.
mic a little bit.
Sorry.
There you go.
It like fell. It keeps falling down. For the most part, for like most horror movies, I would consider that like a Halloween time movie. But
Right.
there's like certain movies that are horror movies that I wouldn't really watch. Like I watch Gremlins around Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Christmas movie for me.
Yeah, it's a
and
Christmas
like
movie.
Krampus is like the best to watch for Christmas.
Okay.
And like, I mean, I might watch it now, but like it's
Right.
more of a Christmas movie if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It depends.
But so say for example, would you watch Nightmare on Elm Street and
Yeah.
consider that a Halloween movie?
I don't know if I would consider
Halloween time.
Yeah, like because like you do it. For instance, you do the 31 days of horror movies.
Yeah.
I would watch it for that, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because it's that time of the year. Where like video game wise, I'm gonna go play Until Dawn before Halloween, just because it's a spooky, scary game or
That's
whatever.
That's Hayden Panettiere, right? Or no?
Yes. Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's another one we could stream. Ooh. That could be a good one.
That'd be a good one.
Because then we can have anybody who's watching, make the
Make the
choices for
call.
us.
It'd be like, hey guys, what do you want us to do? Do you
Yeah.
want us
Some
to
of
kill
those,
this
though,
guy?
They're gonna have to make it pretty quick.
Quick,
though.
yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
But yeah, what was I saying?
Nightmare on Elm Street, stuff like that.
Like, would you consider that like a Halloween movie? Like, oh, it's a Halloween movie.
See, I don't know if I would consider Halloween. I mean, it's definitely a horror movie,
Yeah.
but Halloween
I would
is
say
Halloween.
Halloween time. I watch those movies. Yes.
Ernest Scared Stupid, Halloween movie.
Halloween movie. Such a Halloween movie.
I think some are probably more than others, but I
Right.
would watch Nightmare on Elm Street around this time of year.
Right.
But if you're like, hey, what would you watch on Halloween? Probably like Halloween or like Trick or Treat or like
Yeah.
Or
you know
even
what I
Friday
mean?
the 13th.
Yeah,
Friday the 13th,
especially
even though it's in the
since last
summer.
week. Yeah.
Which I got into an argument with him about that too. I was like,
Well,
Friday the
Friday
13th.
13th was this past Friday, so
It
it
was
is
this
a
past
Halloween
Friday?
movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oops, sorry.
it is. It's perfect.
And so, okay, I was just wondering what you guys thought.
Yeah.
Or
I never thought about it like that.
yeah, or would you consider Nightmare on Elm Street? Is that a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? You
Why
can't
would
say
it-
both. Can't say both.
Why would it be a Christmas
That's more of
movie?
a Halloween movie.
Nightmare, not Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm sorry, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
It's both for me. It's both.
Ooh.
You can't
It's
say
both.
both. You
No, you can't say both.
you gotta
'cause
choose
it's
one.
both.
You gotta choose
Oh.
one.
No, it's
I think
both.
I say Christmas.
I agree with that statement. If I had to pick, but I watch it for both.
Yeah, because it is
I
both.
also-
It's Halloween
I
Town
also
and
watch
Christmas Town.
Edward Scissorhands for both.
Oh, that's a good one too for both.
I hated Edward Scissorhands.
Get out of this room.
You're not a
Creep me
Johnny
out
Depp fan.
now.
Or Johnny Depp fan.
It
right?
creeped me out as a kid. I liked them on 21 Jump Street,
Oh.
the original.
That's
With Johnny Greco, right? No,
Richard Grieco.
Richard Grieco. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dustin Nguyen.
Oy vey.
And Holly Robinson, Pete.
All right, so what's other movies that can be considered both? Of course, Krampus maybe.
yeah.
Is there anything else that could be both?
I guess
now I'm
Gremlins. I would watch it this time of year, but I do consider it to be more of a Halloween movie. But
What's that?
Gremlins?
Gremlins?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Halloween or Christmas?
Christmas.
Oh, so
I
you said
I
Halloween.
said it could be for
Oh,
both.
okay,
though.
okay.
But for me, it's more Christmas.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, but yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is definitely a Christmas movie for me.
Definitely a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Because that seems like the most divisive
I watch it for both, but it's Christmas.
answer I've heard. And everyone's like, no.
Because it's
a
all
Christmas
about
movie.
Jack wanting to take over Christmas.
About Christmas, yeah.
I guess you can say it is more of a Christmas movie.
But it's for both.
As she says matter-of-factly, blinking her eyes at you. Tori, you got anything?
Both.
Just two things.
Okay.
Number one,
Just two.
The Han Solo movie has got
Oh man, I
a
can't even
name,
talk about
and
that.
Yeah.
it is Solo.
I hate
And
the
think
name.
It's great.
Yeah.
No, I like it a
Really?
lot. Really, I like it a lot. I think it's. I mean, what else are they gonna call it? Han Solo,
Solo?
a Star Wars story. I think
Yes.
Solo is cooler. I think it's cooler sounding. personally.
Or they could have said, I don't know.
I don't know. I
He's
didn't
so,
expect really anything else besides Han or Solo or whatever. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, again, what did you expect?
Who did they cast again as Han Solo?
Oh, I can't remember his name. I was just talking about this the other day.
Yeah,
He's been in
Oh.
like two things though that I've heard of. Like he's not been in a lot.
yeah. I don't think so either.
He was in
I
like
can't
was
remember.
it Beautiful Creatures?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
something else.
The main person I remember is, of course, Donald Glover.
And
playing
Amelia
Orlando.
Clark.
That's right. I forgot.
Amelia
but-
Clark
yeah,
is in
yeah,
it?
but we don't know
Yeah.
who she's playing.
I think she'll be his sister. Or something like that.
Really? And then we find out how he got Chewie and all that jazz.
and this is the
Oh.
one that what's his name is directing, right?
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
he announced it this morning. It's gonna be called the Solo movie. I saw that.
Shh. I'm excited.
I don't like the title, but everyone's gonna watch it.
It's
I'll watch
gonna
it.
be a great movie. I can feel it.
I'm sure. I just
I'm
hope
so
it's.
excited.
I just better hear
I'm
some.
so excited.
I better hear some good lines.
Yeah.
Like I better hear some
It's
really
Han
good
Solo. You're
lines.
gonna hear some good stuff.
Yeah, but it's Ron Howard. He makes great movies, but man, they can be some duds.
Well, I hope it's not like Star Wars meets the Da Vinci Code. That would be a snoozer. But
I actually like the Da Vinci Code.
I mean, I do like the Da Vinci Code, but it's not like a lighthearted like
Oh,
I'm
no,
just
no,
gonna
no.
sit back and relax. Like no,
Well,
you
yeah.
gotta like pay attention. You gotta like
Yeah,
think.
I was gonna say.
You
Well,
have
too
to,
much
like,
paying
think, and you have
attention.
to feel. And,
he
like,
didn't write the Da Vinci Code though. He's writing
Well,
solo,
no.
right?
No, he's just
no,
directing.
he's just directing.
He's just directing. He
Yeah.
has no
Just
influence
directing.
over. Okay.
Yeah. But of course, it's up to the director on
I
like
mean,
what
unless
goes
they
in.
change it,
And,
they might change stuff up with a new director. Like who's to know?
Yeah.
But he's not in charge of that.
The question though is Tom Hanks going to show up? Because Tom Hanks shows up in like all of Ron Howard's movies in some form or fashion, right?
I hope that he's like
David
like
S.
a Simon
Pumpkins.
Pegg, where he was Unkar in
It was what?
in The Force Awakens, the guy who was
He was the one
junkyard
CG
guy.
character.
Yeah. I
Or
would
no,
like
he wasn't even
something-
CG. No, he was
wasn't.
actually
a suit.
practical.
Yeah, he was a suit, but I would like that for Tom Hanks.
Well,
Like
no, he
Tom
wouldn't be
Hanks is just like
Stormtrooper.
in the
something.
background,
Yeah, something
like,
stupid
in a
like that.
giant
Yeah.
monster suit.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know Simon Pegg was in.
Yeah, he was
Force
the one
Awakens.
that Ray's turning in all the junk
The
to get
portions
rations.
won't-
Really?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited
Wow.
about that. And then my other thing was that Black Panther trailer was
I didn't
out
watch this.
of this
No,
world.
Dude,
I
it is
am
legit.
so hyped.
Really?
Oh god, it looks so good.
Because everyone keeps talking about Michael B. Jordan looking so awesome, but
Dude,
like,
he looks so cool.
who is he supposed to be?
I don't know anything
A
about Black
handsome
Panther
man.
characters.
A handsome man. Woo!
And it's funny too because I just recently watched, maybe like 2 months ago, I watched that Queen of Kwatwe. Have you seen the movie? It's a Disney
Never
movie
read.
about like the girl from Uganda who played chess in order to get out of the country and get out of
that's
poverty or
cool.
whatever. The girl who played the main character is in Black Panther,
Mhm.
but also is her mom who oh god, I can't think of her name, but she's in it as well. So I'm like, oh wow, they kind of use that connection
It's
to put
about
both of them.
oh my gosh, why can't I think of
What's her name from Star
I love
Wars?
her so much.
The one that was Maz.
Oh, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking of Angela Bassett. That's who I was
Oh
thinking.
yeah,
She is-
I
she
forgot
is-
she's
Oh,
in
I
it,
love
too.
her so much.
She's in the
and
movie
she
too.
looks
Yeah.
so good.
Really? Oh,
Oh,
man.
she looks beautiful. I'll show
Yeah.
you a still. Can I show you a still, or you?
Yeah, no, you can show me still.
Yeah, I'll
No,
show you
listen.
still.
The coolest part about the trailer was the music. I
Oh my God,
can't wait for the
That's gonna be the
soundtrack.
best Marvel soundtrack ever.
Really?
joke.
Dude,
it
It's gonna
was-
be
It looks like
so
so
good.
they're going balls deep in this one.
Yeah.
I immediately bought the song from the first
Are
one.
you serious?
Immediately. I was like, this is.
I bet you that's like number one on iTunes right,
Right,
now.
Benja.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Sure it is.
But yeah, it actually really did
What's
look
the-
good.
What's the name of it?
I have no
Which
idea.
one? I can't remember.
Oh man, but yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah,
Really?
this is what she looked like.
Okay.
She looks. Girl. Mm.
Oh my. Hello, nurse.
And the costumes are so good.
Yeah,
And then also the girl who plays Michonne from Walking Dead is in it too as well.
that's right.
Denai
That's who that
Guerra,
was.
Really?
Yeah.
Michonne's in it?
Yeah,
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 she
yeah.
is.
And
Get
of
outta
course, you
here.
have Claw coming back too. So, he was in? Was it Avengers 2 that he was in?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm trying to think.
Because that was the one with
name.
Ultron,
Uh,
the one that played Gollum.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, Andy Serkis. Yeah.
Gollum is in it?
And
His
in
voice?
the
'Cause he-
well,
no.
I don't want to ruin it. Well, it's
No,
not
you
really-
can. Like, I mean, it's
In the
not gonna,
trailer,
like,
you can see his hand. His hand like separates, and the gun.
has the
is,
claw,
like,
finally.
right there.
Because you remember he's the one that like has like the adamantium claw or whatever, trying to get more not adamantium, vibranium.
Yeah, vibranium.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one that's in Wakanda trying to get all the vibranium and whatnot. And then he was in Avengers 2, and that's when he was trying to help Ultron, right? I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that was when they were going. Yeah, he was. He was
And he
giving
lost
the
his
vibranium
arm
to Ultron.
in that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Andy Serkis in this
and that
with
was
Michael B.
when-
Jordan in like some car. T'Challa chasing after him, and like, oh my god, this
Wait.
looks so
So
cool.
good.
Oh man, so it's
I'm
almost
so
like
ready.
Batman, kind of, sort of. Because
But-
you use that car chasing him,
But like better.
but he'll kill people.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, T'Challa kills people.
Yeah.
Is
You may have to watch the trailer.
Is there going to be like a new Storm? Does Storm Patrol?
Oh, no, I don't
Oh,
know.
she does
They
that.
can't do that. They can't
They
because
can't,
it's Fox.
Sucks.
Yeah, it's Fox.
They can't, which is the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they're
God.
divorced now anyway, so it's fine. All right, so I actually don't have anything random. We're running late, so let's go ahead and get into the new releases of the week.
Guys, listen. Oh, come on. This is.
Dun, 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 getting to the new releases.
That wasn't that bad this time.
All right, so movies. There's a few of them coming out this week. We got Geostorm, which everybody loves a good, apocalyptic, Earth is gonna die movie.
This is Gerard Butler, right?
Yes, it is.
And he-
I'm still watching it.
And he kidnaps the president, but Nick Cage did it first.
Wait, what?
Isn't that the one where he kidnaps the president in the car?
No,
Geostorm
you're thinking of Olympus Has Fallen, right?
No, Geostorm. I'm telling you, I saw a preview for this. He kidnaps the president of the
I
United
didn't
States in
see
a
that.
car. Yeah.
Spoilers, jeez.
And I was like, it's in the trailer.
You ruined it.
Wait, Nick Cage is in this movie?
No, I said Nick Cage did it first because he. Never mind. It's a National Treasure reference.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm so lost.
Man.
But Geostorm, it just looks like any other, end of the world movie. But it's what? No, it's
No,
it's
it
just a
looks
great.
bad. I think it looks bad.
No, see, I love a good popcorn movie
Yeah.
like this. Like, I want to go just to see explosions, and stuff fly out of the sky and explode and eat some popcorn. That's all I want to do.
All right.
Then you have Only the Brave. That's the one about the firefighters. Yeah, no.
All right.
It's the one with oh man, who's the one that's playing Thanos? Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, he's in it. And it's a true story. It looks
Also,
cool.
it'll
I'll
make
probably
me cry. No.
It probably is gonna make you cry.
Not me, but
And then, oh my goodness,
The real MVP.
Tyler Perry's Boo 2, a Medea Halloween.
I never realized how big of a deal these.
I've never seen any of them.
Me neither.
Like people.
I hear they're
talking
actually
about it.
hilarious.
I heard they're actually very good.
I want
Yeah.
to see the last one.
Yeah,
I
I heard the last one was really
phenomenal.
good. Yeah.
And I hear the Christmas ones are really good too.
Really?
Yeah.
See, all I ever think of whenever I see Medea is I think of Norbit for whatever reason. I just think of Rasputia. Damn it, Norbit! That's all I think of. I don't know why.
But the last one made a ton of money.
Tyler Perry knows what he's doing.
He's
TV wise, anybody watching anything new?
I started Twin Peaks, but I only got one episode done because I've been really busy.
Okay.
So, but I did not hate it. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it stays interesting, like I said, until like second half of season 2, and then it's like, oh, what happened?
Fair.
That's what Brittany always talks about, like him having his temper tantrum or whatever.
Yeah. And the new Riverdale, amazing.
It was good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everyone loves River.
Didi, please tell me you're not watching, or you're watching something else besides Curb. Anything else?
You can't say Curb. You cannot say it. You're
no. I know. I was watching something on Hulu.
My stomach's growling. Sorry if you heard
So
that.
today's games.
Last week's night. That's it. I'm just
Oh
watching.
God.
It's a good show.
Flash is new.
Oh wait, White Famous on Showtime with Jay Farrow.
What is that?
It's basically about a comedian trying to make it in Hollywood.
So kind of like Atlanta, sort of.
Kind of like Atlanta, except it's Jay Farrow and it's funny. Atlanta's not funny,
But it's considered a comedy, right?
It's considered a
I still
comedy.
never watched it. It's on FX now. They finally added it to FX, so I actually can watch it now. Or they added it to Hulu. I mean, yeah.
You haven't seen Atlanta?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Bro,
Yeah, I
watch
keep hearing how
Atlanta.
good
It's
it
so
is.
good. Now, there's a couple episodes that are funny. Like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like for the most part, it's not a funny show. It's like I consider it
Dramedy.
yes, like girls.
That's a thing.
Except
Don't
girls.
laugh at me.
It
Except
was just
girls
funny to
ended
hear you
horribly.
say that word.
Dramedy.
Yeah, I would say it's like girls, except girls, like I said before, just ended horrendously.
But
A lot less.
okay, I just make sure. The new show that I've been watching, Flash is back. Oh, Flash. Oh my goodness.
I do need to watch
CW show.
And I think Supergirl came back too. I think.
No, I don't care about that show.
Oh, okay.
Game wise, a few of them, Fire Emblem Warriors come to the 3DS. I guess if you like Fire Emblem and Dynasty Warriors.
No, Fire Emblem Warriors came out on the Switch.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
yes, it is Switch. Yeah, my bad.
Switch.
My bad.
Yeah.
Then WWE 2K18. I want to play it. At least I especially want to try it for the Switch just to see how it plays.
Oh man, best of luck to you. The game is so bad.
God, he's so rude. He just
Have you seen
everything.
Have you seen the glitches?
No, I haven't seen it
There's
yet.
a 7-minute video on YouTube on the glitches in 2K18.
Oy vey. All right, maybe not then. Gran
It's not
Turismo
good.
Sport. That's another PlayStation. And then we got South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
I'm actually gonna get this game, but I'm not gonna get it immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit.
I'm happy that it does come with the free
Version
copy
of
regardless.
Stick of Truth.
Yeah, because I haven't finished.
It's
that
funny
one.
because I pre-ordered it originally when it was supposed to come out last November, I think is what it was. And then when I pre-ordered it, it came with Stick of Truth for free. It's like, oh yeah, I get to play it all over again. Well, once they pushed it back to like now,
year later,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm canceling it. No big deal.
you can cancel it.
Well, it asks you after like the release date gets pushed back. They say, hey, this got pushed back. Do you want to still do it, or you want to get something else? So I'm like, let me get something else, and that's why I got Persona. Well, they let me keep Stick of Truth. It's like, oh, okay, that
Hey.
works.
Hey,
But yeah, it was funny because Gavin actually just realized what it actually says. Like he's like, wait a minute, it says fractured butthole. Does that mean like a butthole? I'm like, yeah, that's a play on words, buddy. So of course he thought it was hilarious.
You got it.
So really quick, listener mail. Questions.
question.
Questions.
Oh,
Oh my be here for another
Golly.
5 minutes.
Questions. Should I just start asking them, or
Yeah, just start asking. them.
Just why did it?
That's fine. Don't worry. We're already in it. We're already. Oh, there you go. Did it take so long to put the questions on?
Because I'm your favorite worst producer ever.
All right. So, actual Frankenstein. Bullmoose716 on Twitter. He says, in honor of The Exorcist, Ash vs. the Evil Dead, an upcoming Purge series.
There's a
I
Purge
didn't even
series.
know it was a thing. I'm pretty hyped.
Yeah, I knew nothing about this until he said something.
I'm really excited now. Anyway,
What horror movie would you like to see turned into a TV show? By the way, The Exorcist is amazing and criminally underrated. If you haven't watched, I highly recommend it. And he said his pick for a TV show would be The Conjuring.
Okay, so
I didn't even read that. I was gonna say that.
oh, are you serious?
Yes,
Oh
because
man,
I love the Warrens, and it's all true stories. It could be a different story
Yeah.
every episode. It'd be incredible.
Yes.
It was like
Yes.
a Twilight Zone type deal.
Yes.
Oh my god, my headphones.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
but like, have you seen the Conjuring movies?
Yeah. Well, I
There's
think
some of the best movies.
I think I only
that
seen
have
the
been
first
made
one.
The
in
first one.
recent years.
No, I haven't seen the second one. I saw like a
Second one's
quarter of the
real
second one
good.
before I fell asleep because I watched it really late with my friend.
But of course, I
Like,
seen the Amityville Horror, and that
now, which version? There's like 5 different versions.
the original version,
Oh, okay.
not the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool version.
Oh.
But of course, they had they are the ones who investigated the Amityville
Yes.
house.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I'd be all about that. 'Cause
But
it'd
I
be a
want the
different
same
story.
cast because that cast is phenomenal.
Very true.
Anything else?
He is right though. I did see about 2 or 3 episodes of The Exorcist.
Yeah, me too.
I
I didn't
don't
finish
know.
it, but I liked it.
Yeah, it's very. Oof.
It's creepy.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Like
It's
in
got a
terms of
lot.
like there's this one part in the first episode where there's like
I had to turn
Ah.
away. Yeah, I actually had to turn away.
Oh.
I don't think I've watched anything since that first episode.
but
It's
it was
Gina
actually very good.
Davis in it, right? Isn't that who it is?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I would pick though.
I love campy, so I'd say Freddy just because of campiness. I love the campiness of Freddy.
The problem with that though is like it's hard to keep like.
It'll get old.
How do you keep
Yeah.
a story with that kind of a
yeah,
movie? You know?
I'm sure. I just
Like-
that's just my you know.
No, I agree. No,
Yeah,
I thought about like Friday the 13th or something like that, but it's like with like the kind of like
Didn't-
slashery stuff. It's like
You know what?
Didn't they have a Friday 13th TV show, but like
Yeah.
had nothing to do with
Did they?
Jason?
It was like
right?
I think it was like the early '90s, like the '90s.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
It was like on Channel 18. Well, here it was now called the CW for you. For
UPN,
your-
UPN, right?
No, not UPN. No,
WGN.
no.
What
It
was
was. It's now CW, but it used to be called WKFC.
Oh, the WWWWB.
I do love
Yeah,
KFC.
the WB. I love KFC too. That sounds so good. But oh man, I would probably pick some. I'd probably bring back Tales from the Crypt.
Okay.
Do like
Those,
a
yeah.
do like
Aren't
a
they-
creep show or like a
Aren't they doing something
trick or
like
treat
that?
type.
It
gimmick.
is coming back.
I was gonna say
What?
that's
Yeah.
coming back.
Tales from the
yeah.
Crypt is coming back.
I was saying-
HBO.
I don't know if it's HBO, but
I
it's
think
definitely
it's
coming
something
back.
like that.
It-
though,
I think
something
so,
like
yeah.
HBO.
It has to be campy in order for it has to be like not bad but like awesome. Or like a trick or treat type show
Okay.
So I
where in
watched
the
it. I
end
still need to
everything
watch it.
comes together and like everyone freaks out.
No spoilers.
I would.
Don't
That's not
say-
spoilers.
This is the thing. No spoilers. All right, one more question before we get out of here. Mac Clark,
Hey.
the Mac Machine,
Hey.
says while working the WWE 2K18 demo, he realized not a lot of people were playing as Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Why don't the fans connect with them? I think they do connect with Seth.
I think they connect with him when he's not a face character.
Yes, he's not a good face.
He's not a good face.
Same thing with Dean. Dean, I don't think is a really good face either. He's like a Brian Pillman type character. But Roman, if you don't know, it stemmed from what 2-3 years ago. Someone was he got super over at the Royal Rumble. I know Tori, you have nothing to add. Sorry, I apologize. He got cheered so heavily during the Royal Rumble when Daniel Bryan got thrown out.
Yeah,
because
he
they
got booed. Yeah,
Yeah, because they thought that he was going to win.
That was the one we went to, right?
No. This was before that.
Okay.
Remember a couple years before when he was still part
That's
of the
right.
Shield.
That's right.
He got cheered like crazy, like, oh, this is gonna be something new. You know, somebody else is gonna win or whatever. And then it ended up being something stupid and whatever. But in the same vein of John Cena and even Goldberg, he just does the same thing over and over and over again, and fans are tired of it.
I would say,
But
it's also-
unlike John Cena,
yeah,
he can't cut a promo.
yeah, and it's not even his wrestling. Really, I would say just because he's just shoved down our throats,
Yeah.
like John Cena was
Yeah,
back in
that's-
back in the day,
Yeah.
like in the 2000s, and it's just really annoying. And I think a lot of people are just like, just get him out of my face.
Yeah.
But I love the stuff with Braun though. I think it's
Yeah. He's a good wrestler when he's
Yeah.
not shoved down your throat type deal.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like as a wrestling fan, we want to have a choice
Yeah.
of who we actually want to cheer, or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's not the person that we want to cheer.
Yeah. It's almost like, well, I'm gonna say this. It's almost like Star Wars if people didn't care about Star Wars so much.
Huh?
Like so much because we're getting a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like just shoved down our throats. If people didn't have the crazy connection of 30 years of Star Wars, people would probably be like, this is way too much Star Wars. I think so.
Okay. I
No.
kind of see
If
what
that
you
makes
mean.
sense.
I kind of see what you mean.
I
Okay.
respectfully disagree.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
no, he's
I'm saying
saying-
if Star Wars was just a new thing that came out like 10 years ago.
No, I mean,
15 years ago,
I understand
people
what
be
you're
like,
saying
oh my god,
to a
this is way
certain
too much.
extent. Because
Yeah.
when
In
Star
your-
Wars came out, it was popular, but like it took a while to gain traction.
Yeah.
Well, in likening it to you, in your case, Roman Reigns is Fast and the Furious for you.
There you go.
Where they make so much of exactly. So
They make
like
so
much of
we
it.
love it, but like Roman Reigns and like Fast and the Furious, there's people who like it, which are especially with Roman is the kids.
He's
The
kids
explosions
love him.
and hot women in cars.
yeah.
Yes,
Basically.
That's
That's honestly it. Yeah.
yeah. Basically, I think it's the hair because
I
he
think
has
it's the
beautiful
hair.
hair. He has beautiful
The
hair.
women-
I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
He has the
Girls-
long hair, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the girls,
Yeah,
they love him.
the wife loves him. I'm just saying.
My friend loves him.
All right, so before we get out of here, Tori, where can everybody follow you
Hey.
on the socials?
On Instagram, it's at Boba Fox. On Twitter, it's at Tori Bet. And then you can catch me on Blue Sky Beauty every month on the 15th. And I just came out with a Tower of Terror
Which was
inspired
very
look
cool.
this
Very,
past
very
week.
neat.
Thank you very much.
Let's give it up.
I think it's the
for-
best one
So
yet.
it's on there. Check it out. I agree, honestly. When I was done, I was like, man, look
I
at
did
me.
good.
I look great. Yeah, so
I did fan-dubla-tastic.
I did a pretty good job. My boy.
Didi,
Yeah.
where can everybody find you?
All right, you can find me on let me start that all over again. You can find me on all types of social media except Facebook. Black Them is Prime, BLAKTIMUS Prime, PRME. Black Them is Prime. Find me. Follow me.
That was kind of stalkerish.
Stalk me.
Of course, if you want to interact with the show, it is at Attractions EXP on Twitter. If you want to send an email, is Expansion Drive. I always screw this up. Expansion Drive at attractionsmagazine.com. Again, we'd like to thank MEI Travel,
Thank
Mouse
you.
Fan Travel, and
Yes.
Universal
Thanks.
Fan Travel
Yes.
Yeah.
for sponsoring the show each
do.
and every week. Again, you can reach out to them for a quote on cruises, Disney, and Universal.
Yeah.
Right there on their website.
Get it.
Free quote, no obligation.
None.
I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget about our giveaway.
Oh, yes. There you go.
We are giving away a Figment the 1st of November. So all you got to do is just follow and retweet retweet and like the original pinned thingamajiggy tweet.
You have to follow us, too.
Follow us and Attractions, both of our accounts.
And also, if you guys get a chance, when you're listening to us on all the podcast services, give us a rating and
5-star.
share us with the friends.
Yeah.
Because we
5
want to make this bigger than what it already is.
5 stars.
So yeah, from
Don't tell them to rate 5-star. Let them be honest.
yeah, well, we don't want to be a WWE. We don't want to tell them that
I'm not
we're
gonna
Roman
tell
Reigns.
them
5 stars.
What to shoot for.
5-star frog splash.
Oh God, Rob Van Dam. But yes, from the Good Brothers and sister, Too Sweet.
Woo! Get hype.